Welcome to Sin's Arcade, or welcome back to Sin's Arcade, my little sinners. I am the Lord of Sin. This is our episode 3 of our third tribal run. I did move down the difficulty per our last request. Many veterans did mention that they wanted that done, so we have done that, and we will continue with this in just a moment. Hopefully everybody can see or hear me, and we'll get going in just a moment. Let me get the video set up. Hey, Zesty. Welcome in, Zesty. Hopefully you can hear me, see me. Hi, how you doing? Welcome in, Zesty.
Is this ASMR with Sin grinning squinting
Is it that
face?
quiet? Am I being that quiet? I'm not trying to be that quiet. I'm sorry. I apologize. Not trying to. Give me just a moment. Where is the screenshot? There it is. Grab that. Throw that there. Scroll down. Select the playlist. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Tommy,
God
can you
is
hear me?
sorry, lol.
No, I am sorry. I needed to, so obviously you can hear me, so that's good.
I can hear you.
Good, good, good. Give me
I
just a
can see
second here.
you.
Rimworld, ideology. Well, technically it's not, but close enough. Whatever. Throw it
Hey
in.
Sin, what's up?
Hey, double tap. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
DT, grinning face.
I don't know if that's gonna
Happy
get me in trouble or
freaking
not.
Friday, YAY.
Friday. All right, let's throw this up. Go back. Now it should be good. I
Sin.
can open the live
Fun
control
fact,
room,
you can
new
donate
tab,
now using the Cash App
grab the
$Lord Other
shareable link.
donation
Oh, by the
options
way,
are coming
yes,
soon.
yes, yes, yes. By the way,
Thank you
I
for your
have an update on the
contributions and sup.
AdSense. The
I had a
new
hellish day at
information
work,
for that
but I
will be sent
survived.
over
To
to
the nip
me
nip and beyond.
very, very soon. So I'm hoping within a month, then I
Have
will
a week
be
for me too.
finally um, financially plottable, meaning that I can receive, I will be getting the memberships and everything else. I'll keep you guys up to date, but I finally got good news on that front today, and so I'm
Happy.
very, very happy
Sin.
to announce
That
that.
is great news grinning face.
I also then need to consider the Patreon stuff, but I'm also trying to find a job as well because it's not enough. I need more, obviously. And it's not because I'm a greedy person. I
Cool.
am the last thing from a greedy
We got
person.
to make those dollar bills rain
Um,
on you face with
it's that
time.
times are tough. I don't have to tell anybody that. If you live in the States, times are tough, and you got to be tougher. Got to be tougher. All right, so there's that. I believe. Let's load this down.
Hi Sin.
Let's do this.
What's up, Zesty?
Hey, NT Sheep,
Hey
welcome in.
peeps.
Hopefully
Sheep
everything went well
over at
yesterday.
https
Thank you
colon
guys
slash
all for
slash
being here. I love and appreciate each and every one of you very,
www.youtube.com
very much.
slash
I love and appreciate you all.
CHANNEL slash
Thank you so much for that. Give me just a moment. So there's the links shared. Let me close Discord,
Very
close
last
YouTube
plain name slash
Studio.
a sheep. Sin.
Come on, Chromebook.
You time is the most valuable asset you own. It's
I
worth a
know.
pretty penny too. Sheep.
It is.
Patient grinning
And
face.
if you're not making enough
Check
money
out this
to make it
crazy,
worthwhile,
wonderful new
it is
creator.
what it is. All right, so
https colon
before we
slash
get
slash
anyway, before we get underway,
www.youtube.com slash
the veterans
CHANNEL
yesterday did
slash
mention to me that it might be worthwhile for me to
UCJ5SPPPHXIZ5NCFAFA.
lower the difficulty just a bit, just so that I can get a little bit more under my experience underneath before being just wiped out. We are sticking with Phoebe Chillax, but I did bump it down to Community Builder. We were at Adventure Story, now we're down to Community Builder. So Community Builder says people are new to this game, people want to build a perfect colony, people want to relax. You will build a community with a taste of danger, threats appear, but they're weakened. So here's the thought process on this. I don't want to go all the way down to peaceful. I want to stick here at this in this respect and stay here probably for I want to say almost maybe even almost the first year because I know winters can be brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. And if we're not lucky and we don't stockpile enough food quickly enough and stockpile it well
If you
enough,
need more
it's going to come
experience,
back and
start
haunt us.
downloading Zesty's Neuros
So
program
I'm
this week.
thinking that this is a good mix right here at Community Builder with a little bit of risk and gives us a little bit of breathing room. That's the hope. That's the hope, right? So where we're sitting at, we currently have all 5 people still. We have our small little area here. This is our common room. This is where
I
everybody's
found
sleeping.
it funny that you managed to kill everyone while I was at a funeral.
I try, man. I try. You know what I mean? We have our additional overflow
Wow.
stockpile. This Here's what I'm thinking. What we'll do is
Look.
we will turn, if
There are
we can,
293
we will
corpses.
turn this
That's
room
what I was looking
into a
for.
series of bedrooms, very
Corpses.
much like we were trying to do
Random
last time.
corpses,
We
specifically.
will turn this
Send,
room
May 13th,
into a
2025.
freezer.
Add quote I found it funny
That's
that you
the
managed
idea.
to
The
kill
only
everyone
the only
while I
issue that
was
I
at a
have is that
funeral.
we have
Type in
to
sheep.
the
Add
the
60.
the
Successfully
power
added quote
conduits that you can unlock, and we're it's
336.
going to be a while before we get to that point anyway, because we have to unlock each and every one of those things. And if I go here back to
Join the multi-discipline
research,
Sins
I
Arcade
think we
Discord.
chose. I'll wait till that's disappeared because it's
https
up here in the top right corner, of course. There is
.discord
no safe place to put the chat on screen. It is
/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord/discord
Um, Honestly, I think at that point, stone cutting is going to be our best bet because we can still run things through. Oh, we can't choose it yet because this research table is not completed. Then we can choose it. So I think our best bet is going to be stone cutting, because we'll need to um, dig out these walls, and as we're digging them out, we're going to start putting in the marble because it's all marble, right? Pretty sure it's marble. Yeah, rough marble. So this is marble. Marble is the softest metal, so it's not very good as far as like walls, but it's beautiful for flooring, and it will absolutely help with the area once we have it all smoothed down and nice and pretty. But it will
Fun
also
fact,
allow us
you
to
can
build
donate now
in
using the
and put
Cash App
like
dollar low
bedrooms
buy
up in this
sign.
area. That way they're
Other
protected still
donation
by the
options are
walls
coming
themselves.
soon.
We'll try to double
Thank
wall
you
them
for
as
your
best as possible
contributions
for
and
their
sub.
added protection. I do need to add more traps, though. That's something that we do need to put down. And I know that sounds really weird, but until we can get a larger area and build larger walls, and I want them to be stone walls. I don't want them. I want them to be harder stone. Truth be told, that's marble. Marble's too soft. Granite. So there you go. That's where we'd have to be. So we're gonna have to probably take from this granite. This is marble as well, right? Yeah, it's marble. We had to take from this granite eventually and build walls that we can cut off, like I mentioned yesterday, or even just trying to enclose our encampment. Um, and that way we make it much more secure from anybody who can come in. Now, the good thing is well, pros and cons. The pro is that these, I don't think
Thank
people
you
can
for
spawn
watching.
in on these.
Your support
This
means
is all
more than
deep
you know,
water, deep
even if
ocean
you
water.
are
It even
not
shows in the
kidding.
bottom right corner. I
Don't be shy,
can't
the
show it.
arcade abides.
So, oh God,
Oh 07.
I forgot it's all backwards. So it's over there. Over there. It says deep ocean water, dark 0% spring. So here in the deep ocean water, they can't come across, meaning that that's protected. But anything along this edge and all the way around is not protected, and we need to make sure that it can be eventually. Which means that like for this area up here, I remember correctly yesterday, I said I was going to try to grab onto say here and drag this across so it closes this whole entire area off. Um, Regrettably, we don't have the materials to do that at the moment. That's going to take some time, and again, I would like those out of the hardest material we have available, which looks like it's going to be granite. Granite's going to be tough. We want to double wall that. So that's going to take some time, but we need the stonecutter's bench. Before we do that, we need the research bench accordingly too. So we've got a lot of stuff going. In fact, let's go ahead and at least begin where we're going to do the, let's go out to there, yeah, mining, and we'll start
I hope
mining
this
into
game
here.
goes on sale soon.
Um, yeah, I I don't have any words for you on that one. This game rarely ever goes on sale, and the DLC rarely go on sale. That's why I was lucky that I was able to get the game
It
and the
doesn't
DLC
reach
with
you.
a package deal, a bundle for the PlayStation. But like for Steam, I have the base game.
Lower.
I don't have the DLC because the DLC is expensive and it rarely goes on sale, just like the game rarely goes on sale. And even then, when it
Yeah.
does go on sale, it's not a very deep sale. Most of the time, I think the max I've ever seen this game on sale for is like 15% off, which, let's be honest, in the scheme of things, is not that much. Um, Maybe, yeah, we'll come in that way. Yeah, we'll do it that way. So we'll do this. I like this music. I like this music. It's nice and relaxing. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to go back to normal speed. We've got everybody going here. So let's go ahead and meet everybody since I'm not sure if we actually did a very good introduction last time. I'm going to leave it on slow speed so that, or the normal speed so they're going. Donut is our treehouse builder, and Donut is a 26-year-old female. She was a herder in her childhood and became a treehouse builder in her adulthood. She's very, very good with plants, accordingly. Initial optimization. So the rest of this stuff is going to be rough. Eating raw food. Ugh. I don't know why you guys are eating raw food. Fairly decent at melee and with a passion. Um, Fairly really good with plants. I think she's our plant expert, truthfully. Um, Crafting, medical, across the board. She's pretty decent. A little bit of pain, no pain. So she's already made friends with
I
Slice.
want to live in a tree house.
She's already made very good friends with Slice. Hey, howdy, Loot. I did drop it down per your suggestion, sir. All right, actually, let me set these guys really quick. Oops. Self-tend, yes, if you can.
Hi,
Best
I
medicine.
welcome in slightly smiling face.
Okay, then here, we're gonna
Hi,
go
Loot.
back. Welcome in, Loot. Yes, medical. Okay, next. I want them all to be able to attack and self-tend if possible. I know they can't all self-tend, but it's better than not trying at all. Is that everybody? Yeah, I think that's everybody. I know they must be assigned a doctor. I know. Kitties are doing good. How are we coming along over here? Oh, that's right. I put down a wood bench or an art bench so they can at least try to make some kind of art. Art will help with the beauty in an area and help really make it prettier overall, and people will want to be where that is.
Thank you for your
Let's go
contributions and
here.
sub.
Okay, how is this doing? So this is 62 degrees. This is 62. 73 indoors, indoors 74. So this is cooler, but the food is still spoiling after a certain time. Same with these meals. So we're going to have to find a way quickly to get this done. All right, speed this up just a bit. Get everybody on hyperspeed. Caffeinated.
Quote.
All right, so what's going on? How are you guys? Are you guys going over here to hunt?
198. Zestalicious Zesticles.
Okay,
Zesty,
so
April 30th,
let me make sure
2025.
everybody's stuff is set up the right way. You have a skill of 3 and you have a skill of 6. Yeah. You know what? I will put you on 2.
Quote, I want to live in a tree house. Zesty.
2 here for hunting. I want to make sure there's at least somebody who can do any of these things. Well, we don't have any animals right now, so you know what? Oh no, we do have animals. We have our pets. So we have to have somebody who can handle. This is cooking. There has to be more than one person. My goodness, everybody's horrible at cooking except for Slice. All right, hunting is, we need 3 people. Construction, there's 2 people with a second. That's 3. Growing is 2 people. I'll put you in second. No, actually, I put you in second and you there. Mining. So we need more people mining. And I think everybody's just going to have to get a little bit of mining experience there. That puts 2 people who can mine. Smithing. All right, so the artwork is over here, I want to say. Yeah, I want to say art is here. Yeah, oh no, it's art is here, sorry. So art, or you're at 1. No, you're at 1. So both of you could do art. Hey, Belson! What's up? Sergey? Oh, Sarge. Welcome in, guys. Hit that like button. Consider subscribing. Our tribe is young. We have just started back over, but we are going to do our best to try to carve out a place for ourselves. Is it? Oh, it's Memorial Day weekend. You're right. 1, 2 here.
Nice, I had a 4-day last weekend grinning face. I miss it already, lol.
I know it's really weird. I want to try to make sure that there's at least 2, basically at least 2. 1, 2, and then come out here. Right there. Yeah, this might work. This might work. This might work. Did we speculate where, or did
I
we
still
set
have to
where
work a
they're
little,
going to
but
go?
at
Where is
least
this?
there are
This is
no emails
non-degradable,
or
and what is
phone
it?
calls.
Manufacture
The
raw
city of Sin.
resources. Open it up. This is the
Level
stone
7.
blocks and everything,
Some.
right? Hold on, I gotta wait for the
Results.
the chat to move.
D0 level 3 tab.
Come on, open. Come on, chat.
1,100,000.
Go away. I need to
A
see
fighting
where it's
arrest
at. There we go.
warrants
Yes.
drafted
Okay.
and
This is the right.
given
That's
medical
where the blocks
care.
are gonna go. Okay. Maybe
I
this
didn't
needs
see
to be
much in
expanded.
DT. Every Sin stream of Rimworld has been a memorial.
Yes, it has. Yes. Yes, it has. All right. Let's speed this up to
Hey.
second speed. And
Quote 336.
okay.
Join the multi-discipline Sins Arcade Discord. https://discord.gg/dfav8bfn43.
Do we
Quote
have? Oh.
336. I found it
Um.
funny that you managed to kill everyone while I was at a funeral. Hyphen sheep, May 23, 2025.
Oh no. What did it say? Wait. What? It came up with the thing to name it. Dang it! I screwed it up. Where did the thing
They
go?
sleep in a bunkhouse.
For right now,
That's
they do.
nice.
There it is. There it is. All right. So, since it looks like you'll be here for a while, Donut thinks that you should give your faction a name. What should your faction be called? The White Delta people. Oh no. That's
Donut,
horrible.
you can
That is
donate money
horrible.
using the Cash App dollar
I
link
mean,
in the
right now they're
site.
sleeping in a
Add
bunkhouse. Double
donation
tap.
options
Hopefully
are
we can.
coming
I'm
soon.
eventually going to get them each their own
Thank you
rooms
for your
because that's truthfully their.
contributions and
Let's
subs.
be honest.
Do die this time. Lol, Donut was my nickname as a kid. Don't
Don't
die this
die this
time.
time. That's the faction name. Is Don't Die This Time. Oh my goodness. So do I need to put it on peaceful? Is that what you're
Hi.
telling me? I need to put.
Clan alright. Noobville.
Hmm. Hmm. Wait, don't die this time, or yeah.
Add quote, do die this
Wait,
time.
hold
Sheep
on.
speak. Add D0 double 3 tab. Successfully added quote 338.
All right. So what about Mediocrity Cove? I still don't think "Don't Die This Time" should be good. I think that's I think we need something slightly better. But I think Mediocrity Cove. I like that. I like that.
Ha. That's BAAAD.
I know it's so
I
it's
really like Mediocrity Cove actually.
it sounds great. It's so tongue in cheek.
Me too.
All right, what about we need something different then? What should the faction be
Peaceful.
called? uh, give us your organs.
Did you know there is a playlist for the video you
So
are
it's a
watching?
tribe. Remember, we're a
Check the
tribe.
channel
So
page for
it
all the
has to be a
playlists and the
tribal
adventures you
kind of
can
name.
copy.
Tribal name, guys. Tribal
Meh.
name. So what kind of Don't Die This Time
I
tribe?
was gonna say call it like something completely safe to attract new villagers. Call it Captain Meh. Mediocrity Cove is
Oh,
the
right.
sloppiest
Completely
of the
safe.
tribe.
Clan mediocre.
Clan Mediocre.
No. It has to be something. So we need a synonym of mediocrity. Hold on. Somebody give me a synonym for mediocrity. Synonym for mediocrity. So that we can still
Meh
keep within
tribe
theme.
goes wheel with Mediocrity Cove.
The Mad Tribe? Ooh. Ooh, that's a good one. I just lost a bunch of people who didn't like any of that
Did the
stuff.
settlement die?
No. No, it did not. I like the Mad Tribe.
Meh.
Yeah, I like that idea. All right. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Yep. Dirt. Come on, Sin. Figure it out. So the Med tribe, and we live at Mediocrity Cove. Is that a yes?
Tribe of adequacy.
Ooh. Adequacy. Hold on. No, 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 no. Hmm. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. Yeah, we'll do that. But we'll do it tribe O
Tribe.
adequacy.
Yeah, I gotta go with Luke's suggestion.
Yeah, so what about this? Tribe O adequacy, and we live at Mediocrity Cove. Is that a yes? Thumbs up on that? How's that sound,
Toa.
guys? Toa. Yeah, Toa. Welcome to my Toa. You like the Toa?
Hello there.
Hey, excellent.
A boy named Sue.
Boy named Sue. Oh,
Tribe of
that's a
Sinners.
great one, though. Damn, that's a good one. That's a good. No, no, no. I think this is good. We've got a theme. We've got a theme going, right? You said I'm not a very good storyteller. I disagree, but that's between you and I guess.
Hi
All right, we're
Shlomo.
gonna go with
Hi
this.
alien.
Welcome back, guys. All right, your faction is now known as Tribe O
Hi
Adequacy,
sheep.
and the community is known as
Shell.
Mediocrity Cove.
Fire at SGT
All
Belson.
right, and you're already
So
dangerously
how
low on
many war
food.
crimes have been committed tonight?
And none, none
Hello
yet,
Dusty.
none yet, none yet, being the operative word. All right, you're
Hey
going out to
alien.
hunt. Well, let's see, what else can we hunt? What else can we set for hunt? We want to keep the boomalopes alive because they will explode, literally. So we want to keep those alive.
Fun
Stallion,
fact,
there's not
I
very many other
can donate
animals on
now
this.
using the Cash App
So there's not much we
$1
can do.
Other donation
This
options are
rice is
coming soon.
70% grown, so I'm trying
Thank
to
you
make
for
sure that
your
we can get this to grow
contributions and
faster.
sup.
Who is sleeping? Everybody else is sleeping on the job. Why did she get up so early? What is she up to? Shark, what are you up to? Ooh, that's a very big berry patch. Okay, so here's a tip. Here's a tip that you may or may not know. This is quite far away from our base, but if you go into your zones and you set a grow zone and say I want to capture this berry bush group, right? Try to shrink this down as much as possible. I think,
If it's alright W
yeah,
slash you guys, I'm just gonna call these guys the middlings.
that works. That works. So this area that holds, pretty sure that'll work. It should, because it's in here, right? That's in there. That's in there. Okay. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm taking away and just trying to keep the grow area
Jingle boom aloe
as
peach,
best I
and then
possibly
guard the
can.
doors. If those
That's
damn beavers come,
yeah,
boom.
but remember, right now I can't do that. Uh, this is marble wall, which is perfectly good. It's soft.
A
But
tip
this
for
is wood,
Savant, go hunting a bear
and
solo.
it's flammable. Okay, so going back to this grow zone really quick. So if I want to take advantage of the grow zone because the berries are here, I can either select them and select them for harvest by going something like this and then choosing harvest, and it'll select whichever ones are ready. So for example, this one's ready to harvest, this one's almost ready to harvest. But alternatively, if you go into your grow zone and then you turn off sowing, but you leave on the allow cutting, what it will do is it will just come back in and they will harvest the harvestable stuff when they're ready. They will keep an eye on them. So that's a good tip that you can do that. And you can do that for whenever the ambrosia shows up. You can do that for if you're playing, I guess, on PC with mods and you
Flammable,
have
so are
the,
the boom aloe peas, it seems low.
yep, they are very flammable. Some I know that on with mods, I'm not sure it's in vanilla. I'm pretty sure it's in mods. Many you can actually have fruit-bearing trees, and then you can set it up similar to that. Same thing like I've done down here. Set up a grow zone and turn off the sowing, but allow the harvest to continue, and they will go out and pick on all of those things whenever you want them to. Now, pretty soon I'm going to start adding another grow zone for some just flowers because I think we do need flowers to kind of help everybody's mood. For example, over here might be a good spot over by where the hoop stone ring thing is. I digress. Oh, here you go. Here's another one. So, for example, all this wild heal root. This is another one you could do that with. So I can set these all a harvest, or I can also set up
Are
a
those
grow
edible
zone
berries?
around them. They are
Are you
edible.
risking those berries like what happened on Naked Brutality?
I have to. You kind of have to.
BBQ?
Why won't you let me? Oh, that's a stockpile zone. That's why. Duh. Helps if you grab the right ones in. That would be kind of helpful, wouldn't it? Let's grab those. As a matter of fact, we could probably extend it out so it grabs the berries and the heal root. And then again, same thing with that. Go in, turn off sewing. Psychic drone low for female, which means that all the females are going to have this constant hum that's going to be bothering them and making them more hostile, more irritable, grumpy, num. Yeah.
Join the multi-discipline Sins Arcade Discord.
Hey, that's a big horse you captured there, buddy. All right, and this person is hauling like crazy trying to get all
The
these
berries are
meals
edible.
in.
I think the lower the plant's skill, the more likely they are to be poisonous.
Correct. That is
So,
correct. Pretty
normal
sure.
females then low.
Sheep. Look, buddy. You said it. Oh, hell no, man. Hell no. All right, let's get all these granite. We can haul the granite chunks because we need somebody to get on this. Who is our best constructor? All right, take a look here. Construction 3, 1, 3, 14. Slice, I need you. Cannot work on simple needs steel. Why do we need steel? We don't have any
Fun
steel?
fact, you can donate now using the
Hold on,
Cash
hold
App
on.
Lord Offsin. Other
All right, so
donation
those are all
options are coming
components.
soon.
Is
Thank you for
there
your
steel?
contributions and
Sometimes there's
sup.
compacted steel. Compacted steel? Oh, granite. Compacted steel.
You need steel to solve the riddle.
Compacted
Fun
steel.
fact, steel is super refined iron.
This is compacted machinery, which would give us components. Yep.
Normal females is an oxymoron, no.
You guys are brave. You guys are brave. You guys are braver than I am. Way brave. Super brave. Mega brave. All right, set all those to haul as well. That'll fill up this, start filling up
Thank
this
you
area
for
with
watching.
granite blocks so that we don't
Your
have to
support
actually
means more
mine
than
per
you
se
know, even if we are not
into
chatting. Greatly
down over
share the
here
arcade
right away
gods.
because this is the
Peace
granite
out.
that I was referring to. If we already have granite free granite blocks, then all we need to do is the um, research the stoneworking table. Oh, there's steel right here. I need you to break both of these up, Slice.
Add quote normal
Come on.
females is an oxymoron, no. Hyphen sergeant go get 'em girls face with tongue.
Uh-oh.
Not
See?
brave,
Now you
just
did it.
aren't zesty to beat
Now
them up
you
a
dung
little.
it.
A little smack on the
D-U-N-G.
ear
Now you
can be
dung it.
fun. Sin could do is dig in the Aniscent Danger Mountain.
All right, I'm going to pause this really quick. While she finishes that, I'm going to come over here
I'm
and...
attempting to inside interaction to push the algorithm winking face.
Well played. Good job there, buddy. Good job.
Oh now. 3.
There's a brave one, Mr. Grinch.
Red heart.
All right, and still need more steel. Damn. Okay, so I'm going to slow this back down. Let them do whatever they're going to do. I hope you're going to haul all of that. Cool, you brought that up. Oh, damn. Did I already put a grow zone? Okay, yeah.
Grinning, squinting face.
Yuck, yuck, yuck. All right. That's a lot of blood. Damn.
The true riddle of steel is where TF did all of it go.
So, because we started, that's a great question, RJ Ramrod. Let me answer that really quick. So the reason that we don't start with very much steel on this playthrough is because we started with a tribal playthrough,
RJ.
and it's a non-custom. So it's just the normal tribal beginning. And when you start with tribal, you start with, oh, how dead is it? Less than a day. Come get that free meat, guys. Free meat.
07.
And that's a grizzly bear. All right. Anyway, when you start with that, you start with a tribe. So you start with 5 people, but the handicap is you start with a lot less technology across the board. And so that's the struggle that I'm running with. And part of that technology is steel. Everything you pretty much start with is just the people, the tribe themselves. They're supposed to live off the land. Um, Regrettably, I must have used, I must have used,
Area 0%.
I must have done something wrong there. I'm not entirely sure what I did. All right, so then
Add
this
quote
goes in here, and then we'll have this
what's killing all
3.
the predators? Add quote, free meat, guys. Come get it, sin. At Zesty,
That's a
successfully
good
added
question.
quote
What is killing all the
339.
predators?
Ebola.
I don't
At
know.
D0 3 tap, successfully added
Because
quote
this grizzly
340.
is hurt. It's unconscious? Wait, this
LOLDG.
thing is unconscious? Oh, it's bleeding to death. Cougar. There's your answer. It was a standoff. Damn. It was a standoff.
The good question earlier yesterday there was a panther. I forgot the rest of it lol. Good job grinning face. Suau, not
Yeah,
free meat.
it's exactly what it was.
Stupid gummies grinning squinting face.
All right, well,
Fun fact,
I need
you can
somebody to
donate
wake up.
while using the
I need
Cash App
somebody to
line
wake
in
up
above
and come
sin.
get this.
Other donation options are coming soon. Thank you for your
Hunt it.
contributions and sub.
He can hunt. They can hunt that one because it's unconscious. If they can get over here quickly enough, they can take him out. And when it's not that far away from base,
Well,
I
eat
know you have a
both of them.
50% chance, but he's unconscious. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to eat both. That's a lot of meat right there. That's a ton of meat between just those 2 corpses or 2 bodies. Free meat, man. Free meat. Take him. Who's the hunter? Come on, guys. Come over here and hunt this guy. All right, come over here. I want to see this. Just stab it. That's all you got to do. Nice. Well played. Took that grizzly out.
Cougar hurt bear but died doing it. Free meat,
Yeah.
new rug for the floor.
Knew exactly.
Gonna have a whole lot
Grab
of bear
that.
meat.
Grab that. Oh, I forgot to pause it. All right, so I'm gonna go back down to just low speed really quick and see if there's any other fallen, fallen ship parts or anything else that I missed that we can deconstruct. 4 o'clock in the morning is probably not the best time to be doing this, but it is what it is. Hey, this steel right here. Is it steel or gold? Rough granite. Compacted steel. Can I just grab the whole
At
thing?
SGT Belson
Okay, I
I'm
guess not.
eating baked crackers with Cajun spice while baked grinning squinting face.
Baked on, baked on, baked on, baked. Oh, they could break these down. Slate. That would be just slate
Sin,
blocks,
can we
though.
see what other dangerous animal in the
Limestone.
area?
The only thing we have are boomalopes, rhinos,
You are what
and a
we want,
mega sloth.
Zesty.
Yeah.
Yup.
So you can see them all right here. 1, 2, 3 boomalopes, 3 rhinoceroses, and 1 mega sloth.
Double
And
cooker
and I don't
activated.
mean that they're just full on. Those aren't always necessarily predators. There's the rhinos.
Loot over here talking about bear meat. Sheesh.
There are the boomalopes. Let's see if we can't find. There's the mega sloth. He's actually hanging out by base.
I usually
Not too shabby.
am.
Okay, who is busy?
Don't
Where
build
is
a fire
everybody?
at night if there's rhinos. Bear meat or bear meat?
Bear meat. The bear meat. The other white meat. Got a rat.
Rhinos
What have
can
you got?
gather settlers, they are tough.
You're hunting the turtle and failing your range miserably on that.
Bear meat, obviously.
Okay. You gotta anticipate this thing, man. Come on. It's just a turtle.
Get a hippo to take on the rhino.
Dude, what is your skill at shooting? Shooting is 8? I think you need the bow. I thought the spear would be better for you. Come on, Hamsterville. Get with it. Man, we're gonna have to make, I think we're gonna have to make a bow. Really? Are you kidding me right now? Come on.
Join the multi-discipline
Come on,
syndicate
Hamsterville.
Discord. https://discord.gg/dfav8bfn43. One of Sin's tribe it hippo-like. That's like a porpoise and a shark. So here a good question: what will happen when you run out of meat if our settlement surveys long time?
That's
I was gonna make fun of him missing the turtle.
they're
But
hard
then I
actually.
thought about
They're
how I
quite tough
can't
to fit
actually probably hit a turtle either with the spear
with
or
a
bow.
spear, right?
Then I saw they had 8 shooting and I'm back to making fun of them.
Absolutely, as you should. As you should. Cool. What are you making? You're making the No, not that one. There it is. Bills. You're making pemmican? You're making simple meals. You're making simple meals.
Fun fact,
Alright.
you can donate now using the
Let's
Cash
go
App
there.
Lord of Sin.
And
Other donation
make that
options are coming
the
soon.
prior. There's that one.
Thank you for your
Do we
contributions
need a
and so.
contribution? We need one.
These
So
are
we'll probably
damn
do.
tasty
Butcher
crackers.
spot. Crafting spot. We will put the crafting spot here for now. For that, we will go in and add a bill.
If only their chicken
And we can make a
wing.
bow. We can make a recurve bow. All right, let's do that. Let's see if we can make a good recurve bow. Because honestly, I'm not sure that it was a slice. No, that was Hamsterville.
Beige-colored animal. Badger.
What is the beige-colored animal? This one? This is a megasloth.
That's what the cannibals said when they vacationed in FL's SD.
Is this the one you're talking about, DT? The one right above my head?
If there is, we're making fried chicken grinning squinting face.
We're not attacking this megasloth. If anything, I hope that we could tame this megasloth. But we don't have, we didn't set up the ability for the taming yet.
Oh, mega sloth, that's it. Sheep. Check out this crazy, wonderful.
As long as they don't attack us, we're good. That hare's hurt. This tortoise is hurt. So the ones that are highlighted red are already hurt. Yeah, you can make chicken farms. That is something you can do.
Chicken farm.
Hey, the table's done. All right, I said that we would start with. I said we would start with the stone cutting because we need this. Nice. Well played. Well played. We're gonna do stone cutting first, and we may circle back around to beer brewing, and complex furniture. Oops, did I not do it the right way?
Chickens to supply your
okay, yeah, I did.
Franchise.
KF Sins, nice. Well played.
Guess what?
Chicken butt. Wait, was that the right answer? Was that the right answer? This one I could probably go into one, but I want chicken jockey. Don't know what chicken jockey is, but I'll take your word for it. Is that the Minecraft thing? Is that a Minecraft thing? I think it's a Minecraft thing. I feel like that's a Minecraft thing. Okay. Alright, that should get that going, and then they're already working on this one. We'll have to come back and clean all this stuff up. But the benefit of this is that I think is that the version that I'm currently playing is old
This is all
enough
Minecraft thing.
um, where the rough-hewn marble may not attract or let dirt go through, which will help keep it cleaner longer. I could be very wrong on that. I know with 1.5, I believe, that has been patched out. But I think with the older version that the PlayStation has, I think that that still kind of tracks. So if I can do my best, I'll probably end up smoothing the floor here. But because this is rough-hewn marble, hopefully it allows it to stay cooler. 84 degrees
Can
in the
you
house
fish in this
already.
game?
With mods, I believe you can fish. I don't think that there's fishing um, in the base game. To my knowledge, I don't believe that there are. I don't think that there are. I know that you can in with mods. I have with the Steam Deck. All right, what is everybody's asleep? Speed it up. People are awake. All right, and a raid from the Union of Kambaro. All right, so
Not in
first
this
off,
game, sadly.
a group of tribespeople from the Union of Kambaro have arrived nearby. They are attacking immediately. And they're attacking from one person from the south. It's
Auto arrived.
Brave Goloko the Brave. They have a steel club. She has a steel club. She's 36, age 36. She's a penitent of the Union of Kambaro. And looking at her stats, she was a crash
You'll
baby.
entertain the Boomalopes.
I
Let's slop him up. Kidnap
well, we
her.
can try. That's what I'm going to try to do is see if we can kidnap her. I don't. We don't have a spot yet for a prison, but we'll have to make one if that's the case.
Fun fact, you can
But
donate
it
now
just
using
depends
the
on if
Cash
she's going to
App
be
banner
worthwhile to
word
get.
absent.
She's sweaty,
Other
naked,
donation
and
options are
now night
coming
owl and
soon.
daytime. So these are
Please
actually going to
enter
work
your
really well. This
contributions
specifically,
and
this one
swap.
right here is going to help us regarding combat because she's not going to be at her best element because she is a night owl. Her being a night owl isn't really too much of an issue for us. Her being sweaty and naked, that might be an issue for you. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. Her stats, however, really good. 7 with shooting, 10 with melee, and she has passion, double passion here with melee. So that means we need to make sure that she doesn't get close enough to us. We're going to have to keep just kiting her. I think that's what we're going to have to do this time. Or kiting her with a melee person. Yeah, I think that's going to be our best bet. I
Decent.
know we have at least, well, we're going to have everybody, but I think we have at least 2 people. I know we have
Like.
2 people who are ranged, 3 people who are ranged, right? 2 bows, 1
Please slap the like button to see.
spear, and then we'll have to run around with the melee people and kind of kite and dodge and duck, dodge, weave. That's the best possible bet. 8 with animals, 2 in crafting. Not bad as far as her stats are concerned. She is bisexual, psychically dull, and a night owl. No incapabilities. So she is actually a worthwhile. Um, she is a
Add quote,
worthwhile
is she
person
gonna
to
be
consider.
worthwhile to get? She's
Yeah, I'm
sweaty
thinking
and
she might
naked.
be.
Sin. At D0 double 3 tap.
All right,
Successfully added
so
quote
I'm
341.
just going to move slow here. We didn't set up any other things. She's coming in from that way, which means we should put us at a minor bit here, but I will get everybody set up, oops, right now.
Sin summer
Do that.
settlers likely gonna get hurt.
Where is everybody? So you're the only one down here. Slice, I need you. I got you selected. Okay, I need you to haul it to right here just for now. We need to group everybody else up. All right, that's there, and then we'll grab everybody else
Get
who's
them back in
here,
base.
and they all need to get back to here. And I need to see where she's at. She's right there. Okay, actually, I think Slice, who else is... All right, so you are, what is this? No, 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 no. You have a Steel Equa, which is Short spear handle attached to a long bladed point, or long bladed, yeah. Designed to be thrift. So you're melee. All right. So I need you. Whoops. I need you, Donut, to come over here. Actually, I need you to come over here as well. Here's what I'm gonna try to do. Since we don't have any walls over this way, I'm going to try to take Donut and Slice and run around trying to
Notebook,
kite away
slowing
from
movement
her,
might be an issue for
which
you,
while
but it
she's
doesn't
trying to
matter to
chase
me.
after
Sit.
them, then
At
hopefully they will be
D003
able
tap,
to hit
successfully
her
added quote
from where
342.
they're at with the spears and with the bows and try to hit her and try to take her out without anybody taking any damage. That's what I'm planning. That's what I'm hoping.
Join the multi-discipline Sins Arcade Discord.
Hey, leave the dog
https://discord.gg/dfav8tf1.
alone!
Slotzol.
I forgot to put the dog
At
inside.
D0 tap you got heart pulls,
All right, I
BP,
apologize
silver
sincerely for
card,
that.
and lost your
I forgot to set
100,000 tokens.
the areas for the animals.
Gamble rolled 56.
I still have yet to
At
learn how to do that
D0
one.
level 3 tap won 2 million tokens and now has
I don't remember if he was bonded to anybody. I can't remember if he was bonded to anybody.
11,380,132 tokens.
I think he was. I think he was bonded to
High
Slice. All right.
What? Listen up, you primitive
Gunbutt
screwbacks.
Willie.
Edgerunner D0 level 3 tap is trying
Damn.
to get a crew together for a heist against the Mega Core. Type.
Oh, he was set to
Hey,
attack.
Willie. Ahoy. At Zesty has joined the treasure hunt. Hey Willie. Gunboat
Oh
Green
yeah,
Fleet.
Slice is going to be
The
upset
dog
now.
died. See. High stool.
I forgot the dog was
Ahoy.
going to attack.
At
I
the Schlen
honestly,
has
I
joined
didn't
the
even take
treasure
the dog
hunt.
into my. I'm so sorry, guys.
Hi Gunboat. Rolled 48. At the Schlen won 1 million tokens and now has
Oh, that sucks.
144,774,782 tokens.
Is she dead? No, she's unconscious. All right.
Less than an hour ago you wrote something about being more mindful grinning
I was
smiley
being
face.
okay. Yes, you're right. Very much, very correct. And I am being more mindful. I completely forgot about the
Thank you
dogs.
for watching.
I forgot completely that the
Your
dog was
support
bonded
means
and
more
that
than
they'd
you
already
know,
potentially
even if
trained
you
her to
are not
fight.
chatting. Don't be shy, the arcade abides.
I feel bad.
07.
Really, guys, I do feel bad.
Keep her dogs away from Sin. He forgot about the doggy in game.
It's a lot. There's a lot. Oh, man. All right. We are going to have to temporarily turn this into...
My timing to show up sucks. Poor doggo. Well, time for more war crimes.
Who
Hi
loses
Gunboat.
ownership of their beds?
A crew of ne'er-do-wells, edgerunners, gangers, and beastly commenters are prepping their weapons,
Hold on just a
armor,
second.
gear, skill softs, cyberdecks, sit. Account and the rest were extracted and given medical care. Results, the Schlen, 1,100,000, Zesty, 1,100,000. Confirmed,
Wait a
Sin's a
second.
secret
What?
ATF agent, he went for the dog. Did you know there is a playlist for the video you're watching?
Turning on prisoner mode
Check the
affects the
channel
whole
page
room
for
since
more
prisoners and
playlists and
colonists
the
cannot sleep in
adventures
the
and
same
job
room, which I
reports.
knew that. By the way, hi, welcome in,
FYI.
Gumbo Willie. These
Social
people will lose
Science in the
ownership of
corner
their
for letting
beds.
doggy
Alan
die.
and Aiko. Oh, the dog, the animal, the pets. That's who it is. That's what they're referring to. All right. Deconstruct, deconstruct, deconstruct. I'm like, who is that? Who are they talking about? Animal sleeping spot. You're here for the two cats that are still with us. And then prisoners. and medical. Okay. Oops. And everybody's eating pemmican, which this person had on them. Steel club. I'm so sorry, Dylan. Guess the cats were hungry. Okay. So he's still down there. Or she's still down there. So if worst case scenario, we can kind of try to break her.
They can eat hot dogs next.
What is this? Jade? Oh, wow. I had a bunch of stuff. This is Ico. Right, there you go. Is anybody not gonna... Oh, they did move him. Wait, where did they move him to? Where's the body?
Sin 1-1 or settler need treatment.
So... Slice is being healed. I am so confused.
They running away Sin, south. This game reminds me of Don't Starve.
You're right.
Well, if you remove all the war crimes
You're
from
right.
this game, beaming face with smiling eyes.
All right, so who actually has the
Fun fact, you can donate now using the Cash App
medical social?
Other donation options.
So Slice does. Slice.
Thank you for your
I need you,
contributions and
Slice, good girl, to capture you.
Good eye,
Hey, the good eye, yeah, good eye. Because I was like, where the hell did it go?
Sin, you should tie that raider up.
That's what I'm trying to do. She's coming down to capture him now. That's what I was setting up the little prison, makeshift prison here, right? And then that's why I went back to go find out where they went. Oh, and I didn't pay attention to the blood. You should have just seen the blood. Blood trail would have given it away. Slice is hauling it. How are you doing, Slice? DT, thank you so much, Double Tap. We love and appreciate you. Thank you for being with it. Here, I appreciate it.
Buy 2 tap. Buy DT. Buy DT 07. See you later 2 tap. Saya DT.
Okay, so we are making fairly decent headway, I think. I think we're good with the difficulty that we're set at. Honestly, I think we're really good with the difficulty we're set at. I don't think I'm gonna readjust that. They need to break a lot of this food down, but there's only one person who can actually cook, so it's just tough. Relaxing socially near the fire, and Donut is over here working on Goloko, Brave. So, and we don't have any spare clothing. Can we make... Try that again, Sin. Way to go, buddy. Throw that back down. Here, I need to go back in. We're going to make a recurve bow. We're going to make tribal wear. And we're going to make 5 veils. Somebody has to be able to do that. Because I know that we've been gathering. Where's the... Well, we don't have any... Oh, yeah, we do. Duh. Stockpile. So plain leather, 75, 24 there, almost 100.
You wanna hear an idea I did in ARC? You could try in game some way, make it work for you.
What's that? Medical emergency. Let's get rid of that. Goloko is medical emergency. 5 days. Yeah, so we're going to have to Oh, alpacas. Boobalope, rhinos, megasloth, hares, rat. Not very many animals. It doesn't scroll. Um, everybody's good here. Still good there. So if we do get her, then we will have to change her schedule, or yeah, make make sure her schedule is aligned with everybody else. I didn't mean to get rid of the wrong thing. She's guilty, considered guilty, expires in 17 hours. Hmm. She got screwed up.
When I was building my base building, I built a wall around my property and 2 gates on opposite sides, one on top and one on bottom or on left. Join the multi-discipline Sins Arcade Discord.
We could execute her because she's considered guilty, but I don't think that's a
https://discord.gg/discord/DICOD143.
smart idea. I think that would upset the Union of Kambaro even worse. So I think that is not. We will play the diplomat, heal her. Honestly, I'm considering keeping her, but we could always release her instead. We've got enough time to figure all of that out. Everybody else is asleep except for Shark. Hold on, let me go back into the things and turn that off. Intellectual.
So what you
Unpin.
think, Sin, of my idea?
Well, I know that we do need, like I said, I want to build, so we're going to eventually build walls that come down across here and double wall along the south here. We will probably end up making some
Fun
kind of
fact,
additional
you can
wall
donate
here,
now using the Cash App
having an
$1
additional wall that kind of
Other
comes up
donation
around this
options
way
are coming
maybe.
soon.
Bottom
Thank
line,
you
we're
for
probably going
your
to have a kill
contributions and
box.
sup.
The kill box, since the south is most open to us, this is probably what we'll have down here, something called a kill box. And that might actually be quite helpful for us to have. So we haven't really built in on a lot of these traps. I know we don't have enough steel, but we do have a lot of wood. Wood doesn't, this will maim people, but it won't actually kill them. So for example, we could throw these traps just outside of our doors. The problem also comes in is that people who may not be able to walk very well, our own people, may actually hit it too. So you got to play. You got to hedge your bets in that regard. I'll build them for now, but eventually we'll dismantle them and then
We could build a
throw them
jailhouse
into there.
eventually.
We're gonna build a jailhouse as well. Part of this area is going to be like I haven't decided yet exactly. But I'm like chiseling all of this out, and we'll eventually come back in and make blocks with it. We'll make blocks, stone blocks, once we have that unlocked. We'll make stone blocks and separate and demarcate out the rooms themselves. But we'll probably end up having like this might actually turn into the prison itself, prison slash hospital room or something along those lines. And then eventually I can demarcate each room to its own separate duties. But we have to get to that point. And sometimes it's slow. Careful where you're going over here, buddy. Oh, there's a bunch of berries down here. Okay. I'm gonna copy those settings because I'm gonna make another overflow.
I look
Off of
up
here,
and yes,
maybe.
there are bricks in game, but they are called stone blocks.
Well, we have to have the stone. So here's, for example, like these stone blocks, this marble chunk. Um, we can turn that with the stone cutting table into bricks. In this case, it's marble. Yeah, so it'd be marble bricks. And then I can build walls, flooring, whatever I want using the bricks. Relaxing socially. Hey, rice is ready. That's a good sign. That's a very good sign. Strawberries are ready too? Almost. Oh, cool. Hopefully we can get some of these meals to go in. Let me set a new bill. We can't make anything other than simple meals. So maybe we just need to do, let's keep it at that then. Okay, hopefully that helps. What have you got? Relaxing socially. Did anybody make that nobody made the recurve bow? No. Do we have anybody who can? Or will? No, that's right. That's what I screwed up. Okay, so smithing. Is that smithing? No, that's crafting, right? Yeah. Crafting 11. 4. 4. We'll put you on 2 and you on 2. That gives tool time. A lot of research too. Dang it. Okay, so you guys
Have
go to
you tried
1.
Hamburg steaks in before?
Hamburg steak? Yes. All right, let's do that. I wish more people knew how to cook. And I don't want to take the chance on donut hit a trap. How badly are you hurt, are you, donut? Damn, that still screwed her up badly. And she is our doctor, isn't she? Of course she is. Of
Womp
course she
womp,
is.
I knew something gonna happen.
Well, I said I was going to dismantle them, so. What the hell? They're supposed to be dismantled.
Trap took a bite out a donut.
Oh, it's set to auto rearm. Okay, dismantle. That's set to dismantle already. That one's set to dismantle. Okay. Well, we know how effective they can be. There is that. That's one way to prove that they work. Oh wow, you're puking.
Donut has holes now.
Nice. Well done. Well done. I like it.
Drum.
There's a rim shot for you there. Rim shotten. Rim shotten in Rimworld. Okay, everybody's speeding up. Let's get this going. Low food again. Why aren't you taking it into the table? I don't understand why they do that stuff. That doesn't make any sense. And do we not have enough butcher?
Sin fun fact, bear traps can break your ankle if you step in an active
Dang
one.
it. This can't be here now. All right. It needs to be lit and everything else too. I don't.
Are you sure it's a good idea to have a knife on the floor in the prison area, Sin?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, that is correct. Rim Schadenfreude. R1 and forever. Just forever. Just do it forever. Just do it forever. This is not going to be bold. This is not a good idea to keep this so close to here, but it's because this is just, this got blocked in.
The knife doesn't count as remembering Shivel Sin.
Touche. Touche.
I'm back, grinning, squinting face.
Squirrely buns, zesty buns, squirrely, zesty, zesty, squirrely. I don't know how to make that. I don't know how to square that circle.
So you're nuts now, Zesty.
She's nuts.
Damn
Somebody
Bonnie's
get
glowing
her.
squinting face.
Build completed. Made tribalware. Okay, good. Good, good, good. So the tribalware can actually go
Sin you
on.
giving up
What's
her
her name?
prisoner Ashiv is a recipe for disaster.
She's not grabbing the
Snaps
knife.
and Sheep's digital
She's
wonder
not
once
grabbing the
more
knife. She's not
certified.
getting up. They're feeding her. Clean this area up for me, please. Who else is doing what? What else you doing? You're refilling that. I need you. Donut, come up here and clean this over me. Clean all this up. Just relax for a bit. Yeah, see how clean that looks? Now there's supposed to be one more thing.
Girl, grab the knife. Join
Oh,
the
it's just smoothing the
multi-disciplined Sims
floor.
arcade Discord.
I want to see how long that takes.
https://discord.gg/dfa v8bfn43. Sin be
How
safe
nice does
and
it come out?
sorry and move that knife out of the area.
Ah, it's fine. It's fine.
Smoothing the floor, special at Zesty's Discord.
Well, you can smooth the walls too, and there's a benefit to doing so, especially with marble.
Okay, didn't say I warn you, Sin, my dude.
Ah, you didn't do anything wrong. You're good. You're good.
Fun fact, you can donate now using the Cash App $Lord off Sin.
So what do you want me to do? Put it up here?
Coming soon. Thank you for your contributions and sub. 100%.
I don't know what you want me to do there. You know what I mean? I don't. What do you want me to do?
Remember Schmoots.
Remember Schmoots. There you go. Did you hear that in stereo? That was great, wasn't it? Okay, and we need to extend this stockpile into here.
Thank you for watching.
All right,
Your
so we'll
support
have that.
means
This is
more
all
than you
going.
know,
This is going to
even if you
be,
are
we'll
not
have to figure
chatting.
this out.
Don't be shy, the arcade abides.
But we're getting there.
07.
I don't think
No
anybody's
heart.
been doing any research, though. I don't think
DD.
we're any closer on a research. Yeah, we haven't done
Join the
any research yet.
multi-disciplined
So
Sims
why haven't we
arcade
done research?
Discord.
What am I preventing him? What else is preventing him? So he is set. Our researcher is tool time. Tool time. Basic. Just take you completely off of hunting. Take you off of construction, even though you're one of our best constructors. We'll put you there. There you go. Mining. Of course you would be one of our best miners. We'll swap you out here.
Hydrate.
Got it. Give me just a sec. 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2. Matter of fact, you don't do any hauling. And you do cleaning, though. I want you to do cleaning. And then you'll do research. Hopefully that should make him a higher priority for so that he actually does the research that I'm hoping he'll do. Because we need that research to be able to get into, to get stuff going. Otherwise, we're just spinning our circles. And I can't get to any kind of a cooler. These passive coolers that we have in here, they're not enough, right? This temperature in here is 62 degrees. You can see how it's blue with the blue color. Whereas this one is 77, right? 76 all the way in here for some reason. This is not closed. Oh. What about that one?
I don't know, alien. I hear Muse is older than Sin. Sounds like cougar meat to me.
Okay, speed up things. Um, we don't really need the jade. So we have enough leather. We're getting pretty good on our leather. Damn it! Why do I keep doing
Sin,
that?
have you seen a road runner in Earl before?
Yes, yes. Where I live, there are a lot of roadrunners out here.
Wow, couldn't even get a classic Sin face reaction from that one lol.
No, sorry, I've got a lot on my head lately about things. A lot of stuff. So it is what it is. And then we still need a recurve bow. We'll put two of those. All
A
right.
car or bird?
Did we not make the recurve bow? Why is Dylan here? Didn't we already put one for? Is because Dylan is considered? Oh no, we want rotten. Yeah, we do want rotten corpses. We want rotten corpses. No, no corpses. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. We'll just do only rotten. We don't want the fresh corpses going in there. And how
Wink
fresh is
wink
Dylan?
road runner sheep.
We've seen Roadrunner. Yes, I've seen many Roadrunners. I've seen Gila monsters. Seen Wildcats. Actually owned a Wildcat. Half Bobcat. Basically half
The old
Bobcat, half Lynx.
timeouts were cool as hell.
I had one for a while. Rescued him from the desert. His name was Thorn. He was a wonderful cat. Wonderful cat.
With the right horn, a car goes meet meet too. Fun fact, you can donate now using the
Okay,
Cash
since
App
I know
down
that
below
we
by
have
Sin.
more than enough
Other
now
donation options
to do
are
that,
coming
maybe we
soon.
could,
Thank you for your contributions and sub.
like this is just the um, same thing as this. Oh, I'm gonna go up into the game area. So we could probably do something like that, right? We have enough wood. How much do each of these take? That's a lot of barricades. But so 5 wood, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, right? And then how much is this? 21. So there's 27. Well, 25 or 26, and then 29. So 28 plus 26 is 54. Did I do that right? 54? Sounds about right. Yeah, it's got to be 54. 54 times 5 is 20, 250, 270. So we've got 911. If I did that right in my head, I probably didn't.
Fun
Just
fact,
being
there
honest,
is a
probably
North
truthfully did
American
not.
lion and they are the ancestors of cougars aka mountain lions.
There's mountain lions out where I live. There's mountains where I live. The whole state has them. Why is nobody butchering these animals? I don't understand. What am I misunderstanding? Is it because of cooking? Or is it under hunting? See, nobody else has good cooking skills. If I set these guys to cook, they're going to poison people. Why is nobody using the butcher spot? Oh, we didn't make any kibble for the doggies, for the kitties.
Butchering should be cooking.
So there's only
Thousands
one
of years ago,
person.
North America had lions.
They still do. They're just okay. They're mountain lions. There are cougars out here. There are coyotes out here. There are. I mean, pretty much. Look at the Southwest. Look in Arizona. Look for all the animals that live in Arizona. All right. So this one expired too quickly. Damn, that's a waste of. That's a lot of Oh my god, guys. It's a lot of meat. That is a lot of wasted meat. Alright, let's expand
Crickers
this
are
out.
descendants of the North American lions.
Well, at least they're cleaning out this area. Although I don't understand why people can't just cook. Oh, she's over here mixing veggies and everything else together. Veggies and rice. Or fruits and rice.
Rip the meat.
Okay. 5 minutes to nip nip, if you are so inclined. I
Join the
appreciate
multiple
all of you guys being
disciplines
here.
our
Thank you
faith
so
is
much for the
spoiled.
likes and for you guys taking the time out of your day. I appreciate you. All right,
discord.gg/dfab8bfn43.
how are things going? So, Donut is still injured. She's healing up. That was on me,
If you
100%
need
on me.
to, you can force her to butcher.
I'm
Sid
gonna
should
have
have a
to.
butcher house.
I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to. Hunting ibex doe to corpse dump. Who is the cook? Slice. Okay, Slice, where are you at?
Sin, that's a lot of wasted meat. Muse, not my fault you had a headache smirking face.
All right, prioritizing butcher spot. No, 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 no.
The trick is to make her think it was her idea. Fun
Prioritize
fact,
butchering.
you
So we'll
can
try
do
that.
it
Is
now
that what you
using
mean?
the
I think
Cathartic
so.
$Lord of Sin.
I think that's what it
Other
meant. Okay, yeah.
donation options are coming
I think
soon.
that's it.
Thank you for your
That way we
contributions,
don't
Yusuf.
have that. I don't have to pay much closer attention to that then. Can she's just gonna stay on that and just constantly butcher then until I tell her not to? Or is she grabbing stuff to make food? Or feeding alpaca meat to Galako. Okay. And then after that, I want you to... Alright, cooking a simple meal. Speed it up. Her butchering is queued next. Oh no. Well,
Can we agree that Sin can be forgetful in game at times?
I'm old, man. I'm old. Okay, I'm old. I'm not a spring chicken. There's a lot of stuff for this game. And a lot of variables that you have to consider too. So I'm thinking that this might actually turn into the prison just because it's so secured.
Sin, you said it, grinning, squinting face, not us.
I know.
Hot dogs on the menu tonight, boys.
All right, yeah. Yeah, that'll work. That will work. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. What are you doing here, buddy? Why are you coming over here and eating like
Did you know
alone
there is
tool
a
time?
playlist for the
What are you
videos you're
doing, buddy?
watching? Check the
Why?
channel page
Why?
for more
Why?
playlists of
Why?
the adventures contained
He's just
within.
because I'm gonna come over here, work,
Chicken
and
and
clean up
mac and
first. I'm
egg
glad
and
he's actually
pancakes.
cleaning up before he actually starts to working. That's pretty cool, actually. I'm very. That's pretty neat. I'm glad. I'm glad he's actually cleaning. All right, and then Hamsterville. What are you up to? Consuming meat. All right. Donut. Consuming meat. Shark is asleep. Hamsterville's hauling stuff. Slice is
It's
sleeping.
unclear.
Tool time is cleaning.
Basically, the table is too far away for him to want to walk over to it.
Yeah, that's what I had a feeling because it's not near the storage. I don't have any storage right now. You're supposed to technically put your common area right next to your storage and your cooking area in between those two, basically. Like a dining room is attached to a kitchen, and your fridge is attached or is inside that kitchen. Well, in this case, you want to make sure your cooking or your butchering area is not as close to this. This is potentially going to cause us issues, but um, until more of this area gets pulled out, like I may end up turning this into a fridge and then have this as the cooking area and then have this as and then have yeah, that might be the better option. As a matter of fact, how much wood do we have? We have enough wood. Maybe if we extend this out, what if we come out? Since we already had the wall out this way anyway, maybe we could do it that way and then potentially enclose part of this. Let's see how that looks. And we'll just start adding more stuff in. And I can always reposition this out to being something different. This doesn't have to be covered. Like, we do not need this portion covered at all. But I still want to be able to have additional walls. And then we can, it may make this a little bit easier if it's uncovered and make them want to go in further. I'm not entirely sure. Or we do take some of this area out, for example, right? And start trimming this back to maybe right there. Let's try it the right way. Trim this out to maybe.
You can donate now.
Why is it not getting rid of it?
Lord of Sin. Other donation options are coming soon.
There we go. There we go. That's what I was doing it the wrong way. And go that route.
Could you imagine going on Randy Random Storyteller and be this far?
Yes, and there are ways to do that. So if I went to Randy Random and then I still went to peaceful mode, and just straight peaceful mode, and what I mean by that is this. So you go down to Storyteller settings, say I wanted to go with Randy, and then you go to peaceful. I'll leave it on screen so you can actually read what's there. You can do that with any of the storytellers. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking that this is a smarter idea.
Pasta and kielbasa in a cheese sauce.
Let's speed this up just a bit here. Ooh, yeah, actually I did that the other day. I had a jalapeno cheddar brats that I cooked, diced up, and then I think it's supposed to be like fully loaded macaroni cheese. So big shells, cheddar and bacon, and I added some bacon bits to it, and then yeah, and that's what I've been eating on the last couple of days. I don't think I have anybody set to construction again. Oh, I do have one person set to construction. You know what? The rest of you can construct since you're not doing anything else worthwhile. Well, some of you aren't.
Really good, zesty.
They're all hanging out in here to eat.
Grinning face.
Okay, why aren't they okay, there we go. Now you're adding the roofing.
No wonder since jokes
adding
have
more
been so
roofing.
cheesy lately.
Yeah.
Full of it.
Full of it. God, you guys always knew I was full of it. What are you talking about?
Jalapeno soft or really spicy?
No, it's mild. It's just got a nice little bit of like a tiny bit of a tingle, right? It's not even really what I would call spicy at all. Not even remotely close to being spicy.
Fun fact: Arizona is home to at least 7 animals. Sin, I hate hominy corn. A touch of
Ew, I
time.
do too. Yes, yeah, at least 7 animals. At least. All right, what is it we have? Chunks. Spacecraft chunks are coming down, which means we're going to be able to get some more steel. All right, and for that, we're going to go in here and we're going to hit, I think it's deconstruct? Which is it? All right, never mind. Let's do it this way. Oh, that's right. It is deconstruct. All right, there we go.
Then again, it's not like we use spices. We have salt, pepper, and dill. Beaming face with smiling eyes.
Exactly. Exactly. All right.
Join the multi-discipline Sins Arcade Discord.
We will expand this further out as it's growing. Granite. Oh, there's granite and marble in here. Nice. Yeah, I'm thinking, so here's how that I'm going to think this. With the vultures. There's times where I wonder if you're actually listening to what you're asking. I just wonder. I'm wondering. So here's what I will do. So I'm thinking that we'll probably end up putting like the power, once we have power unlocked, out here. This is where I want our fridge to be. We have plenty of wood still left. So what we're going to do is we're going to load up really quick on more passive coolers in here. That's probably not going to be enough, and these are only temporary because we don't have power generation whatsoever right now. We have enough wood that will help us with some. They're like basically swamp coolers, non-powered swamp coolers. There's no air coming through them, but it's still, this might be a worthwhile way to get around it and go from there. But the only way to know for certain is just try it. Probably. They're like, wow, you could have done that when we were around, buddy. I don't want to go too large. Here's what I'm going to end up having to do. So I'm going to go into the planning mode really quick. So here's what I'm going to end up having to do. There's a good chance that I'm going to have to take this wall out. There's 6 spots here. I may end up taking this wall here as well. And I'll end up getting rid of these, this area here, and leaving a gap so that it's enclosed and has this open spot. The reason for that is paramount. One, I'm going to need to be able to put in the actual marble walls or granite walls once they're completed and constructed. So actually doing the smoothing on this is a waste of time, truthfully. Let's turn that back off.
Okay, guys,
so taking that back off. Oh, heck, thank you, excellent. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you. So we're going to need to basically make a gap. Psychic Soothe. So last time they had the psychic drone for the females, making them more uneasy and angry. Now we have a psychic soothe. The distant architect is transmitting psychic signals through an orbital amplifier, calming people and stabilizing their minds. So all of our females who we currently have, including our prisoner, will all be much more relaxed and calm because of that psychic soothe. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. I'll leave that up there. It should last about a couple of days, so it's not going to be super big. Anyway, like I'm saying, the reason I'm going to do this is we're going to build a double wall here with a gap in the center. Eventually, we're going to have air conditioning units that we're going to be able to unlock, and that's where this entire wall is going to be air conditioning units because the power needs to come through a constructed wall. It can't come through stone. So we'll have to construct those walls specifically for that. And they're putting in all of our barricades. The barricades we can use as cover for when we have raids coming in, so that we can try to protect ourselves, protect the house a little bit better, and go from there. Maybe we can add a couple more barricades along this way. And then behind the barricades, we could throw in some spike traps. and try to go that route. Maybe make a little kind of a kill box that way. Even people will try to get over the barricades as it is, but if they get over the barricades, they're not going to see those
Remember
spike traps.
yesterday I said you get a raid on day 7, but how many days has been in game?
Hold on just a moment, and I will be able to answer that question for you. I'll throw these over here too, just in case they decide they want to come up. Does this potentially put our people in harm's way?
Sin,
I
I
mean, it
appreciate
can.
that you're putting so much time and effort into building a strong and lasting foundation for this colony, but how long until we
Until we invent the ShamWow. Ooh, that's a good question. Hold on, let's take a look at our research, shall we? And we'll figure that out. I'm willing to bet the ShamWow would be unlocked.
This is important.
Well, it's a microfiber, right? It's not sterile, it's not television. Hmm, that is a good question. That is a very good question. What is this? Fire foam? All right, that's as close I think I can get to it. So by the time we reach and we upgrade to fire foam, then we should be good to go to make the ShamWow. It'll be a tribal. Uh,
It's probably under
it's a goal
complex
as seen on TV.
merchandise.
Hey, you're not wrong there. Not
Fun
wrong at
fact,
all.
you can donate now using the
Not
Cash App
wrong at
logo
all.
Lord of Sin. Other donation options are coming soon. Thank you for your contributions and sup. DD. Join the multi-discipline Sins Arcade Discord. https://discord.gg/2zzvq36.
All right. I don't think we have. We didn't set up anything for.
Remember Ronco?
Remember
So I guess
Ronco?
it's locked behind the invention of television.
Maybe. That's probably it then. I think you guys figured it out.
07 for Ronco.
There's more raccoons and more animals to pick off.
Ron Popeil was a real one.
Yeah. Man, if you remember the Ronco ads. Oh my goodness, man, that's a blast from the past. That's and they always had the craziest infomercials. The craziest infomercials.
Maybe he still is it. Anybody know if he's still alive?
I don't think he's still alive. There's no way that there's no way that he's alive.
Said IT.
Set it and forget it.
And forget IT. Also K-telephone.
It could be worse. It could be head on, apply to forehead. Head on, apply to forehead. Head on, apply directly to forehead. Head on. Okay, just trying to go after that guinea pig. Fast moving guinea pig. Guinea piggin.
Sin, tell me this if you can. Why
What is
the
missing
world
here?
preserved diseases like smallpox and
Oh,
black death
steel.
in the DA's vault.
Wait, hold on. Why the world preserved diseases like smallpox and the Black Death in the disease vault? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? The fastest way to be able to recreate any kind of vaccination or any other type of inoculation that would help you to be able to help, as long as it's something that would be able to do that, right? And even if we don't have the capabilities now, doesn't mean that we won't have the capabilities then. In fact, CRISPR, which is something it's used for genetic editing, is not very new. It's actually been around for a while, but it's become more refined and more applications are utilizing something like CRISPR for genetic editing. So there's no reason to believe that we wouldn't utilize or find some of those other things, and we need to be able to pull them out. You want to make sure that you have some way to be able to take care of something at that point. The pandemic that we went through a couple of years ago that I guess you still apparently can't really name. I'm not sure if you can,
You mean
but
PPL are using DAs as bioweapon?
what part of what I just said led you to believe that I even said or stated that people are using those diseases as bioweapons? I'm genuinely curious. I don't understand how you got there. How did you make that leap of logic? How did you make that leap of logic? How did you get there? What? Are you okay?
Join the multi-discipline Sins Arcade Discord.
Are you all right?
https://discord.gg/dfav8bfn43.
Okay.
For defense, not offense.
Yeah, for
Which I
defensive
think is a
purposes.
reasonable assumption to make.
I'm not saying it's not, right? I can understand that that would be a reasonable assumption to make, and bad actors are always going to be bad actors. That's why hopefully those anything that is stockpiled or archived is not only in a very secure place within CDC or World Health Organization headquarters, but is very secured for the purposes so that it can't be
I
leaked.
watch and
Doesn't
believe
mean
that
anything's going to happen.
COVID-19
I've
was
watched The Stand.
invented
I
and
read The
allowed in
Stand.
USA while working with China on it. Fun fact,
Please
you
do
can
not
donate
spread
now using
misinformation
the
like
Cash
that.
App $Lord Offsin.
Simple as
Other
that.
donation options
I
are
will
coming
not
soon.
I will not warn you
Thank you
again.
for your
Please
contributions and
do
such.
not spread misinformation like you just did in chat, Alien Royalty. We won't have that here. That's not factual. You have no proof to it. So please do not spread misinformation. Thank you. All right. Goloko the Brave is fully healed. Her club is right there. If she really wanted her club, it's right there.
Captain Trips, baby. And old lady Semple's welfare checks.
Yep. The stand was important. The stand was actually very, very important. It's kind of crazy how it's still in the zeitgeist in that regard. But I'm sure the king didn't think about a lot of or didn't think that those things would actually be like that. Camel hide? Where the hell did we get camel hide? Alpacas aren't camels. Okay. Okay, so wait, so if Slice, why aren't you actually researching? What, not assigned to research. Tool time. Tool time, it says that he can't do it because it's still a long-term task, which means that I have something else that's taking his time. Is it the cleaning?
Ducky.
Ducky! We'll turn that off. So no hauling, no cooking, or no crafting, even though... All right, so now...
Sin killed the dog this time, Ducky.
I didn't...
I've been here all night, just hadn't spoke lol.
I love how NT Sheep is the first one to tattle. Do you know what he did? Do you know? Did you see what he did? Or did you see? Look, I gotta tell you all these stories. Did you know what he did?
Godo idea. Godo. Hello everyone.
Well played, Kraft. Well played. Well played. Alright, come on, guys. Speed this up a bit. Why are you going up there and cloud right now? At least we have research going now, so that's good.
How are you, Ducky?
Oh, there's no
Crazy.
fire
Wonderful
over
new
here. There's
creator.
no light. Right here, maybe?
www.com/channel/uco2j5spppvgqehxiz5mcfafa. The
Who?
dog had a limited plan at the start of. Sheep are lonely and attention starved. What do think flock of sheep do all day in the pasture? We tell everyone what the F just happened lol.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Sounds about
good
right.
thanks everyone I came back out a looking he.
Hey, hey! Alright, so I wish there was a way to put the tribal gear on her. Um, I don't think there is until I can take control of her. But she is a prisoner. Her resistance is down to 7.8. If we release her, which we could release her now if we wanted, we would get 12 reputation, I guess, 12 points of reputation, so to speak, with the Union of Kambaro, even though they're the ones she attacked on their behalf. If we have a slaver come by, we could sell her for almost 1,500 silver if they had the money. Or we continue to reduce her resistance and then recruit her, or we could even execute her if we wanted. We could do any of those things. We're just tend to her too. Now she has. It says here prison break interval is 20 days. That's the average day
Why
awake
is she
between
our
prison
prisoner
breaks.
sin?
She is our prisoner because she attacked us. So yeah, but that much
Maybe
of it.
she was attacked the settlement.
Gotcha. And her character quality is just because
Fun fact,
of her
you can
health.
donate now using the Cash App $Lord Offsin. Other
Oh, you know
donation
what? Yeah,
options
she
are
doesn't
coming
have
soon.
anything in here for food.
Thank you for your
That's
contributions
why.
and
Because
sup.
they're feeding her.
Oh, I
Yeah, they're
see
feeding
naughty
her.
girl.
Yeah, she was naughty. She attacked us, and she's nude. She don't care. She don't care. She's 36. She's letting it all hang out. She's not wearing anything. So she's not complaining about not wearing anything out though, too. So
She went full Springer.
yeah, she full Springer. Dutch Springer. Well, that's more than enough to cover both of those. So that would enclose all of this once those doors are in. Oh, there's no door there.
Streaker on the
That's
which
why.
type of girl?
Yep. She knows what she likes. What is that? Dirt, trash. There's Alan. Hey, Alan. All right, so let's speed this back up just a bit more. That soothe is still going on, lasting 1.2 days. Oh, you asked how many days we've been doing this, by the way. Sorry about that, Alien Realty. You did ask that. In the bottom, down in the bottom right corner here, it says the 11th of April, May. I started this on the 1st, so this is our 11th day here. And technically, we're about 15 or 5 more days out from our last best um,
Back for a bit.
last best attempt at this. So 503. What kind of door is that? It's wooden.
WDDT.
Okay. Welcome back, Double Tap. Got your
Hi.
hand. Look at you, got a guinea pig.
So I was about pretty accurate of the raid wasn't I sin?
Pretty close,
Lol.
yeah.
Double I came out a lurking most of
There's
night I've been
more
hiding lol.
berries. That's good. Or strawberries. Those are the
Day
strawberries.
207 in New Zealand
All
to
right,
grow up
so
learning one thing. If
there's
it moves, it's probably food.
rice is
Hey
60%
when
done. Smoke leaf
WWY10
is 60%
January 5th
done. Psychoid is roughly
2025.
60% done.
Welcome back
Potatoes are almost
CTAP.
done, though. They're almost at
Ducky.
80%, which is really,
Tribe
really good.
log day 1, dog dead.
What the dog doing? Um, there's that. Why can't you get to there? There and
Potatoes.
Potaters. Potaters. Alright, so maybe what we do instead is we go in here, butcher table, fueled stove. Now that this is enclosed, maybe we'll put the fueled stove here. Close this off, actually, now that I think about it.
Anson, that info of COVID I think is real and the video I seen it on was compelling. Gamble ol. High stool. Rolled 71. At D0 level 3 tap 2 million tokens and now has 11,203,380,958 tokens. We have been talking King novels, maybe a Pet Cemetery, bring Fido back.
Ooh,
Slots all.
that'd be kind of
At
cool.
D0 level 3
But
tap
then we'd have to
Beta,
name one of the
Beta,
cats
Skull,
Churchill.
Skull underscore crossbones,
And then we have
lost
to have a child named
100,000
Gage.
tokens.
No, no, no!
Man, we're gonna be eaten so good whenever we manage to get one of these colonists to actually
Why
cook
is
us.
this cougar just
Cougar.
walking right in?
Join the
No!
Sins Arcade Discord.
There was a baby?
https://discord.gg/dfav8bfn43.
Hold on, hold on. They had kittens. I didn't see the notification come up for the kittens. I mean, we're feeding the cougar. We're feeding the cougar. We're helping. This is helping. We are helping. Damn. That's one less kitten. One less kitten.
Options are coming soon. Thank you.
I'm sorry if that seems really harsh.
First the dog, now the kittens.
I gotta pick my battles, guys. Okay? Gotta pick my battles. This is gonna take steel, which means that Slice. What do you have, Slice? Why are you wearing something different than everybody else? Plain leather. Oh, you put one of the ones we made on. Oh, that's why it's different colored. All right, Slice. Wait, who was the best as far as the crafting? Because that's the one that's to tear them down, right? Crafting. Damn it.
Made it back from their solo heist with some pay data, that MacGuffin, and a tale of bravado that no one can verify.
It's crafting, I think, or construction. 3, 3, 3, 13. So it is Slice. Slice.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, well, right now it's not attacking us, so I have to pick my battles.
Don't be shy. The arcade abides.
We need to steal from this.
Death is a part of life, not just in Rimjo.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a part of life. Unfortunately, that's just what it is. Hey, look, we still have 2 kittens.
Place your sons outside.
Squirrel. There's a bunch of horse meat. Oh, I didn't know it did that. That's cool. That's actually really cool. But I can just jump around that way. That's even faster than the other one.
Did you know there is a playlist for the video?
I just learned something new.
Check the channel page for more playlists and the adventures contained within. Sin is asking for trouble with the cougar.
Look, there's a joke there.
To keep cougars out of the home, place your sons outside, sheep.
But you have to forget them at that point, I think. That's the only way that does work. I'm not saying that's what happened with Shivel, but I'm not saying that's not what happened either. It was already in the door. What was I going to be able to do at that point? Look, let me put it this way. And this is going to sound cold and harsh, perhaps. I would rather sacrifice a kitten and lose a kitten when We all know cats. They're going to have more kittens. I would rather sacrifice a kitten than sacrifice one of my pawns. Kittens can't construct walls. Kittens can't mine and rock. Kittens can't grow rice. Fun fact, newsflash, kittens can't do any cultivation, right? They can't do any of that stuff. So my my pawns, on the other hand, can. I would rather that cougar eat the
Sometimes all you
kitten,
can do is watch the
fill
ship
their
go by.
tummy, and run off than them attack one of my people. You gotta pick your battles.
Kittens
This
are
is one of
cute.
those you gotta
They
pick your
don't need
battles.
to do anything else lol. Add quote, kittens can't grow rice, sin. Add D0 double 3 tap.
True,
To
true
start the line at
story.
quote
Kittens can't grow
346.
rice. There you go. There's plenty of other
Exactly,
kitty
animals
spots.
are enjoyment and sometimes are needed to lose. Fun fact, cougar eat meat, and news flash, settlers are giant meat for the cougars.
And if they would rather enjoy a small kitten on a Ritz,
I learned so much during this stream.
then I would rather they eat the kitten on the Ritz. Putting on the Ritz, kitten on the Ritz. Right? The fun facts, these are life lessons. If it's you or the kitten, you let the kitten go. See? They agree. How close are we to that? Whoa, we're almost there.
Kitten on a Ritz.
Kitten on a
Are
Ritz.
you stealing Zestin's crackers now, sin? Teacher sin, I approve. Add quote, kitten on a Ritz, sin. Add D0 double 3 tap.
Kitten on the
Successfully
Ritz.
added quote 347. Fun fact, you can donate now using the Cash App $Lord off sin. Other donation options are coming soon. Thank you for your contributions and sub.
And so, I don't know what I was trying to say there. It's maybe we can do more mining out. We'll come up to even to here,
That
maybe?
sign was left on the Young Frankenstein cutting room floor.
Man, I love that movie. I want to watch that movie now. There aren't movies like Mel Brooks movies, right? There just aren't. Period. That's just it's tough, man. It's tough. All right, let's go ahead and extend.
That
Oh no, I
sounds
think we
so
had that
funny,
extended down here.
Sarge.
Dude, I love that movie. I love that movie. I love all of Mel
I'm
Brooks
trying
movies.
to keep this family friendly, sin, but
I
you're
know, and I
going off
appreciate
on
it.
a rant about the virtues of eating pussy. Sin, host a movie viewing in Discord sometime.
I could do it with
Join the
movies I
Nerdball
own,
Discipline Sins
and
Arcade
regrettably, I don't think
Discord.
I own Blazing Saddles.
https
But we should do that one of these. We should do a hangout where we just watch a movie together. I've been wondering about stuff like that for the hangouts. So I'm kind of glad that you guys are suggesting because the things that I brought up in the past, they kind of just went, just dropped. A meteorite was silver ore. Silver ore is what the money you use in the game. Silver is your currency. So this is kind of a
Okay,
bam!
sheep get in trouble with bot with that sentence?
Because sheep is a moderator. I don't make the rules. I just give out the permissions. All right, so they are getting. I think we're getting somewhere here. I think we are getting somewhere here.
You take the blonde, I'll take the one in the toy van.
Yeah, we'll come back. We're gonna finish that up here soon. We are getting some places. Who is the best constructor? Wasn't that Tool Time, right? Tool Time, what are you doing right now? You are researching. Oh, that's right, you're researching. Damn it. Alright, actually, I need you.
I have to watch that movie.
Need steel?
I've wanted to share movies.
Do we not have enough steel down here?
Fun. I can host an anime night. Who wants to see Trigon? Cougar is near. Cougar is dangerous.
It depends on if you're a college age male or not. A joke will never not be funny. I don't care who you are. Um, so we know that tool time can't construct, but everybody else can. So everybody else needs to construct. And everybody else needs to mine. You just go completely off of mining.
Me
Yeah,
too, DT.
yeah,
Luckily,
I like
I
that
have
idea.
it asterisk right here
All right, so
asterisk.
that's not going to work. Who's the next best crafter or construction? It's construction, right? So I need slices. So slice, what are you doing right now? We don't have steel. How do I get, I need them to come pick this steel up. All right. Tool time is busy. Hamsterville, you're not really doing anything. You're hunting a mare. You're hunting a mare. And Donut, I need you to haul this
Sin, we need
steel.
some real steel, get it? Join the multi-discipline Sins Arcade Discord.
The
https://discord.com/.
2008 movie starring Hugh Jackman, Real Steel? I don't even know what
Bleacher.
that's the right year. I'm not sure that's the right.
New plan for how to deal with the cougar. Tame it, name it John, and make it raise
Did you
melons
guys hear
for
the
dinner.
horses?
Lol sheep.
Where'd you get the brain? From some person named Abby. Ooh, okay, so that's good. We gotta do the steam geyser. There's one there. There's one down here. This one's probably gonna be the one we'll try to take advantage of later on when we get to it.
No
That's gonna be
horses in as
helpful.
I don't believe you sin. Abby something.
There are horses in Arizona.
Fun fact,
Have you
you can
never?
donate now using the Cash
Wait,
App
wait,
link
wait.
below sin. Other donation options are coming
Have you
soon.
never seen a Western
Thank you for your
in your
$5
life?
sub.
Alien royalty? What do you mean there aren't horses in Arizona? What are you talking about? What?
I
Like
do
I
like
can't-
Western movies.
is that why you don't know that there are horses in Arizona, that there are horses in the Southwest, that there are horses in America, that there are horses on the planet? This planet does have horses. Um, they are
For
hooved.
someone who claims to have been from AZ, you seem to not know a lot about it, alien.
Yeah, actually, yeah. That's right. You did say that you were from Arizona. Hmm. Sus. Very sus. Collected and cathartic, perhaps, right? That's your plan? How is she doing? Oh, they did give her. Oh no, that's slice.
I lived in a neighborhood.
You lived in a neighborhood.
Places
Where?
with no
Like,
names but they did your desserts a
Did you
lot.
live anywhere near Tolleson? Did you go out by Tolleson? Because I promise you, if you did, then you would know. There's tons of ranches out in Tolleson. I mean, you get close enough, even to Lower Buckeye, you're gonna smell them long before you see them. I guess you never went anywhere near the farming area or
I
any of
don't
that.
near there.
Yeah. And so I'm assuming you were out near Chandler, Tempe on the East Valley. That's honestly what it sounds like. It sounds like you were potentially on the East Valley. Nothing wrong with that. There are plantations out there, even where I'm at. There
New
are
Hike in
plenty of
Orville.
farms out here.
Literally named for
Now he doesn't have.
horses.
I mean, he doesn't have to say where he
Sheesh.
grew up. I don't want him to. I don't want him to dox that. We don't want to do that. I just. Come on now.
Lol.
Shark is just carrying around a horse like it ain't no business. Ain't no thing.
I've seen horses in AZ when I drove through it going to CA. Add quote name
Yeah, I mean,
Hagen
there's
quote
horses
quote.
everywhere.
Literally named for horses. Sheesh.
No, man, we don't
Happy
have enough steel.
FTT. At Zesty,
Where did you guys
successfully
put the
added quote
steel? The steel
348.
should be.
Tyson for respecting my prikey.
No, you're very welcome. Yeah, I don't. We're not. I don't want you to be doxxed or anything like that. It's not that serious. Just know that, yeah, I mean, it's the West. Of course, there's plenty of horses out here. All right, so that's not enough steel? Oh, 80. Come on, are you kidding? And I think I looked and I found all the compacted steel. Oh, I guess not. This is machinery. We selected those, so we had those are compacted steel. There might be see, there could be compacted steel in any of this, and I wouldn't know. A slaver. Well, I'm not sure we really. This is going to be quite a bit of money right here once we have mined this silver ore, right? It's going to be a decent amount. I'm not sure how much money we'll actually get out of all of that, but that's a decent amount. However, the opportunity does come about us. It will upset the Union of Kambaro, but we could make some money by selling our prisoner to the slaver who is just arriving. Yes, in real life, yes, I've seen vultures. I've seen hawks hunting. I've seen vultures. I've seen turkey vultures.
A huge window and I could watch the RCMP musical ride go by on their horses.
Yeah, go out by Tempe. If you go out by Tempe Town Lake, and all of their parks, they always have horseback officers. Like I'm thoroughly just like that's in Tempe. I'm brain farting on this. This is so weird. Wait a second. I know you don't live in Arizona since 2010, but Arizona has a damn horse track. Up on the north side, up by Bell. That's a horse track that's been around for decades and decades and decades. That's a horse racing track. What do you mean there aren't horses in Arizona?
Thank you for your contributions and such. WB Willie. Thanks, Double. Hi,
welcome back, Gumbo Willie. Oh my goodness. All right, so yeah, we could sell her if we wanted, and sell her to the slaver. It's maybe not the best idea, but it is an idea. And worst case scenario, we could use that money to buy food, medicine, components, or anything else with better weapons. There's no telling what they have. What do you guys think? So let's go ahead and put this into before I even go here. There are oh come on, not kiwis.
You'll find an ass behind it. Can we recruit
ostrich? There's ostrich farms out here too. Bet you didn't think that was real. There absolutely are ostrich farms in Arizona. Look it up. Giant ostrich farm, in fact. And that ostrich, those ostriches are raised to be bred for racing. They're bred for collectors, and they're bred for meat. Let's start a poll real quick. All right, should we be naughty?
Roll 24 at D0 3 tap lost 1 million
and
and
sell our prisoner slave to the slaver.
Listen up, you primitive screwheads. Edgeriner D0 3 tap is trying
Question
to
mark.
get a crew together for a heist against the mega core.
Come on, Sin. Arthritis sucks. And start poll. Do not deadlock this poll. Please do not deadlock the poll. You don't even have to chat to vote. But please do not deadlock the poll. I'm begging you. Please don't. Please do not tie it out. Do not deadlock it. I'm asking you, please don't. Come on. I know it's funny every once in a while, but every single time it's not. It's annoying.
Should we deadlock the poll? Yes, grinning, squinting face. Yes.
I'm gonna wait till I'm gonna wait until the slaver gets closer, and then I'll pause the game so we can do it. See, you guys make me not want to do the polls and do that interactive stuff just because of that.
Grinning squinting face at a tie. 7 out of 12
How the
voted.
wait a second. How the hell did 7 people vote? Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, how the hell did 7 people vote and it came out a tie? That math ain't mathin'. That
With
math is
deadlock
not
to
mathin'.
poll.
All right, where are they at? They're coming in from the south. They got a bunch of stuff. They have a muffalo, which means that they've got a bunch of stuff with them. We could always get more prisoners too if we wanted. All right. Before they get
A
up
crew
here,
of
who is
ne'er-do-wells,
our best
veteraners, gamblers, and
who is our best
police-detonators
social?
are prepping their weapons.
Social is the one we're
Armor,
looking
gear,
for. That'd be
skill
Slice.
slots,
Slice seems to
vital
be like
links, sit.
overall the
10 votes and at a tie again grinning squinting face. That's new math. Not my fault, I participated this time.
that vote.
Point,
Look,
now
we are
voting
moving
like a
forward.
school.
This
I'm the
story
deadlock.
will not move forward
So,
until that becomes
it's not our
undeadlocked.
fault you make
So
polls where they get deadlocked. You need to put in a tiebreaker option. At D0 tap, successfully added quote
please vote.
149.
Please vote. We won't
Should add
continue
Andre
until that's
Bangle
done.
over at
Slice,
https
slice,
colon
baby.
slash
Doon doon
slash
doon 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 doon. Doon 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 doon
www.youtube.com
doon doon.
slash
Boop boop doon doon doon
channel
doon doon.
slash
Doon 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 doon. All right, that's no. I'm ending it right now.
IWP1011CHW
I'm ending it right
mouse
there.
playing N slash
All right,
A
so the answer's no. We're keeping
slice
her.
slice
Should we
baby.
recruit her though?
Hi Andre
So I'm going to change it. We're going to change the poll. I'm going to see if you guys can
Hi Andre.
keep along with the
Andre
same
voting
thing.
again.
Hey, Andre.
Hey
All
all the
right.
peoples and voters.
Since we won't sell, should we recruit?
Fun fact, you can donate now using the Cash App $Lord Offsin. Other donation options are coming soon. Thank you for your contributions and sub. Salut Andre Cava. Sin love when deadlock tie grinning squinting face. Hi Andre.
All right, so there's a new poll.
PG
Please
W,
vote.
Louis
I would
Atoy.
very much appreciate you
Andre.
guys. Just do it. Just do it. Just be just a little bit. A bit of a poll. Just a little bit.
Indeed alien grinning deadlock.
All right. So we're not going to, but we're going to see what we can trade at the very least. We do have 200, which isn't very much. We really don't have a whole lot we can trade either, but at least it's a process. It's something underway.
She's
We're getting
bloody
there.
unstable. Negative.
She is kind of unstable. Well, I'm not sure she's really unstable. I think I'm more concerned with the fact that, truthfully, actually, she's pretty healthy.
Don't be shy, the arcade abides.
She is pretty
07.
healthy. And she has some decent stats. Are you just because you don't like the fact that she's bisexual, psychically dull, and a night owl? I don't really consider those bad traits. But let's go ahead and grab Slice. We're going to come over here and trade with Kagelbra. The tribe of Bimba. All right, so are you sure they're gonna give us 938 for her?
I voted deadlock.
They're gonna give. Oh man. All right.
Look on poll grinning squinting face. Love the beat thing. It's the mental capacity. So did I.
All right. Let me take a look at the poll. So the poll is. Thank you guys fell into my trap. All right. They do have some pemmican. We will buy some pemmican. Even though we're not allowed to sell. All right, so how much should we buy? Go to 60. That takes or no, 55. That takes us to 100. That takes about half of what we've got. We still have to. We have that meteorite, the silver meteorite that landed, so we can still mine that and retain some money back, even if we're not selling anything. So there's that option.
Your trap and trap
Um, Of
Checkmark
course.
button.
Actually, yeah, absolutely. Fell into the trap. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in that regard. So let's go here. So then my better question then is, should we release her? I'm not even going to put a poll because it's a waste of time.
Indeed we did.
I'm not even going to do the poll because it's just a waste of time. Should we release her? Should we release her from the mortal coil or just release her?
Outsmarting and outsmarted you.
Inconceivable. All right, let's go with. I guess we'll spend all of our money. We need some more herbal medicine anyway. It's not a bad idea.
Just release her.
All right. All right. You said just release her, so we will do that. We'll get a little bit of respect from.
Just make a choice.
We will get a little bit of respect from her tribe. But there she goes. She's free to go. Now, she leaves with nothing, right? She leaves with nothing. Feed the wolves. Speaking of wolves, cougar, boomalope, rhinoceros, megasloth, hare.
To find my weirdos, you guys come to me, come to Daddy, Lord of Sin.
Oh, what is that?
2025. Quote 195.
A hearth tender from the tribe of Bimaba is visiting the colony. His name is Shinobra Chicken.
Rimworld, Sin, April 30th, 2025.
Shinobra. Well, now he's going to have stuff to trade, and I don't have any money.
To be for deadlock cause you hate deadlock ties grinning squinting face. Quote 131. If you have yeasty nuts, don't eat them. March 22nd, 2020.
I hope you don't have yeasty nuts. I really truthfully don't. If you do have yeasty nuts, number one, wash them. Because you gotta just wash your ass, wash your balls, just wash your balls. And then wash your balls again. And then use some like baby powder, but lightly. Or oh look, relations of the Union of Kambaro have changed from -80 to -68. So we did gain a little bit of respect with them, and they're a little less hostile towards us now, but they're still hostile. They still don't like us very much. In fact,
every time I stream, Lord of Sin, March 15th.
So that's the tribe of Bimaba right here. It's a good question though.
My God, these people are so insufferable. Sin. May 16th, 2000.
So we want to try to build up. They're a gentle tribe. So I don't understand. Or no, that's the Union of Kambaro. Sorry, that's the one that Brave was part of. Was this tribe? They're a fierce tribe, but the chief is named Locust.
Clean spider web can be used for miniature cuts. Quote 321. I wish to be
spider webs aren't clean.
May 16th, 2000.
Spider webs are not clean.
You guys are crazy.
Number one, whatever was actually in the spider web that was caught is going to still be there by and large. You don't remove everything. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Two, and here's the bigger thing, insects carry a lot of pathogens on them. Spiders are usually that's not going to really bother them, but no, do not put spider webs into any kind of open cuts or anything like that. No.
Hydrate.
No.
Since drank to
No.
the dark side of the cult.
Yeah, let's just shove an open wound with bacteria that you don't know, you're unaware of.
Look it up, Sin. Add quote, if you have yeasty bull, then wash
Put
them and use a little
the candle
Sin.
back.
At D0 tap, successfully added quote 350.
All right.
As
It's shot in the dark, but we'll come over here and we'll talk to them. Can we sell anything?
You guys are crazy.
Ooh.
Ducky.
You know what? We can sell a couple. I'm going to get rid of 7 components. Steel club.
But what about spider web chocolate pretzels? High stool.
You know what?
Listen up, you primitive screwheads.
Oh my goodness. We will take the bow. We do need the bow, and what about a screech axe?
Heist, a
And
move.
then can I
Take a
sell?
yeasty bowl, put them in the oven and you get rolls.
That's a
High
jade
stool.
knife?
High stool. Ahoy. At D0
Maybe we'll
Hope
sell the
Woodcock has
jade
joined the
knife.
treasure hunt. Ahoy. At Andre Vandal has joined the treasure hunt. High stool.
Yeah, I think this is a good idea.
Ahoy.
I think this will
Bavarian
work.
royalty has joined
That
the
gives us
treasure hunt.
14 over. Doesn't take
Wonderful
too much out of
chocolate
their
pretzels
money.
from a Malrat.
Would you like a what is it? Man, that's great. That's good stuff. Yes. What did he say? Would you like a chocolate? Maybe, would you like a chocolate covered pretzel? That's right. It's a sailboat. It's a sailboat. Oh, now you put that lamp in. That helps quite a bit. How close are you? You're almost done with that research. Nice. We are getting there.
Join the
We are getting there.
Discord.
How cold is it? 62 in that room. Research finished stone cutting. Nice.
Sin, did you know why there is a song about the Muffin Man? Fly, fat ass, fly.
Fly, fat ass, fly. Oh, dude. Mallrats is the best one. Mallrats was such a great.
SGT Belson, May 15, 2025.
Honestly, if you really want to see one of the, you want to see a movie that is just as funny as Clerks, and you like Kevin Smith, go watch Mallrats. Watch Clerks and then watch Mallrats. Honestly, technically, you can watch Dogma as well. Dogma is really, really good. But if you just watch those three, that will make your entire afternoon, and you will probably end up. There's some really funny stuff in there that hasn't stopped aging incredibly, and you actually get to see the late great wonderful George Carlin too. So, because the buddy Jesus loves you. Yeah.
Fun fact, you can donate now using the cash.
All right, so we did unlock our first research. I think.
Thank you for your contributions and sub.
I think our next bet
I really need to make a crazy chat warning alert
is going to be probably. I don't know. Maybe if you want, if you think so. If you think that's a wise.
Those are the three.
Yeah, I mean, see, I'm not the only one. Those are the look. Jay and Silent Bob, the Jay and Silent Bob movie. Actually, no, I would maybe put that one in there too, just because it's so outrageous. The first movie, not the remake of the first movie. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Dogma, Mallrats, and Clerks. You don't even have to watch the second Clerks. The first one is more than enough. Peter Dinklage? Yes, I'm familiar with Peter Dinklage. So our next bet, our next research. This is going to take so long, though. Electricity is going to take so long. Honestly, let's focus on maybe the complex furniture and then the complex clothing. Well, actually, no. Let's go with complex clothing because winter's going to be closing in on us, and I think that may be the smarter ploy. There's a lot of them that have been famous over the years, and many of them are no longer with us.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
In fact, Warwick Davis. Warwick Davis is probably the most famous of the diminutive ones. I don't know if that's even impolite and proper. It's probably disrespectful too, and I don't mean disrespect. But yeah, because they don't like being called dwarves. They don't like being called little people. I'm not even sure what they typically would like to be called at this point, other than just being called human, right? Because they are still human. They are not lesser humans. They're not Homo floresiensis. They're nothing like that. They're not hobbits, right? You want to be respectful to them. But Warwick Davis was Willow. Warwick Davis was Leprechaun. Warwick Davis has been a predominant actor in that, and a lot of the actors who were in part of in the Lord of the Rings Many of those are also famous actors, but you don't know them nearly as well as you do Warwick Davis or Peter Dinklage because most of those other actors don't get the additional opportunities to work in larger productions. It is what it is. It's just how Hollywood is. If they don't need casting for something like that, they're not going to go out of the way. If they do need casting for something like that, they're going to go with somebody that they know is in the business still and maybe a good fit. And they still have to try. It's not like just because they are who they are that they don't have to audition. They still have to
Auditions
very
for
much
Civil
audition.
Wonderland. Some urban legends suggest that the Muffin Man was a 16th century serial killer who lured children with sweet.
Yeah, it's not a Brothers Grimm story at all, right?
They're small people with a big part of community.
And big hearts. They're just people. They're. Oh, it sounds like a thunderstorm. Yep, dry thunderstorm. Oh no. All right. Hold on. I need to check our home area. All right, so there's that. There's those. So all of the areas that I was able to find that were. Oh no, I didn't do this area.
Thanks for the stream. See
Double
you
tap.
all
Thank you
later.
so much. I appreciate and love you. Have a great one, and I will see you tomorrow for City Skylines if you're coming back.
DT waving hand. Winter is coming. Count from Game of Thrones. 07 DT. Bye double hugs.
I've never watched Game of Thrones. I think we had this discussion before. If so, then follow up with the prior discussion. So that's going to be part of that too. There's blood everywhere over here. All right, what attacked you? Oh, gunshot. And stabbed. And you were just left out here to rot. All right, really quick, I know that
Fun fact,
so it's not giving me the form or the fire warning, so it's not giving me a fire warning.
Are coming soon. Thank you for your contributions and
Okay. Ooh, lightning strike.
coming, quote, from
You ban!
I saw.
Thunderstruck. Boomlope. Hunt, 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 hunt. Actually, at this point, I think it's better at this point to hunt them than it is to tame them. Just simply because oh, we do have a fire over here. Just simply because if we tame them, we need to provide food for them, and we can barely feed ourselves. We're already still dealing with a little bit of low food, as you can see there. Full bars worth of food and storage is 7. Colonists and prisoners getting food 5. Yeah, and that sounds right. Days worth of food and storage 1. So we still are not getting ahead, but we only have one person cooking. That's really what's slowing us down is only having the one cook. And I was hoping to be able to get food from some of these traders who keep coming in.
Fire dangerous with us in chat.
So they're not going out. They're already marked. Everybody's marked for firefighting. That's the very first highest priority over here on the left. So if you look, it says it goes from the highest priority over to the lowest priority, from left to right. So because it is left to right, they will always choose firefighting first. They're only going to hit the firefighting area is the home area. So for example, this area here, or no, that's roofing, I think. Yeah. Hold on, let me just go back out of here and go to that view. My goodness, I had the right one. So all the purple, all of the areas that are purple, that's what we've already marked as a home area. If there's fires in those areas, they will go out and put those fires out. So for example, if this fire stretches any further, then it will do those. Now I just read, in fact, earlier today that if you put down flooring, you can use that as a fire gap. But you normally, if you're going to put the flooring down, you're going to want flooring that is, hold on really quick, let me set this up. You're going to want flooring that is non-flammable, so you don't want wood flooring, clearly, right? You would want something like stone or concrete. Yes, dust storms. Yeah, absolutely. The haboobs have monsoons. Monsoons will do it too. Oh, cool. We actually have the art benches up. So now we can make some small sculptures as well. We can either make them to sell them, we can make them to put around the place so that it increases the beauty of the area, which is always going to be good. We'll end up putting statues, the best statues like our masterwork, legendary, and the highest profile or the best quality statues we'll keep, unless they're worth a lot of money. We need the money. Yep. Well, matter of fact, we're coming up into monsoon season.
How many people are in our tribe now?
We have 5. We currently have 5. Is that a mountain? Overhead mountain. Yeah! All right, good. That's good. What about in here? Overhead mountain. So these are mountains. I'm glad we were actually digging into them. I'm glad we're able to do that. Shark. Shark, are you busy right now? Hunting. I need you to actually prioritize mining this for me.
discord.gg/disav8bfn43.
I'm not sure how much money we'll actually get from this, but maybe if we can mine some of this silver really quick, we can get a little bit more, whatever they have there, so that we can get it too, or whatever they have before they take off. We can trade with them before they're gone. How much is this stack? 43. So 43, let's just average them out by 50. So 43, there's 100 right there, 200, 300, 400-ish. 400-ish? That's not too bad.
Fun fact, you can donate now.
Okay, how is this? Smoke leaf is almost done. Rice is almost ready again. Strawberries are 25% done. Psychoid tea is almost done. 60% done, sorry. Potato plants are almost 100%, so we're getting there with potato plants. I forgot to put more lighting out here for these potato plants. Well, one there maybe, and one here maybe? Possibly. We probably don't need this many torches, but for right now, we can go gather more wood. Look, I love and appreciate you guys. You have no idea. I probably don't explain or show it enough, but I very much do. This is good time for me. Spending time with you guys, it's important. It means a lot to me. All right, we'll set all that stuff for trees because there's so many trees. We're in a forest, so trees will continue to grow. They will be replenishing as long as the forest fires don't take them out. We will always have additional trees to come in. We have about a half hour left today. Tornadoes have hit Arizona. Yeah, I was at a tornado touchdown out by Tucson International Airport back in about, I want to say 95, 96, spun off from a monsoon, and I was in the middle of that driving down Valencia Road trying to get back to where I lived at the time. And yeah, it was picking planes up off of the tarmac at Tucson International, small Cessnas, not big planes, but picking those planes up and throwing them, or just, I mean, like throwing them.
Crazy Tucson asterisk.
Thank you. All right, the tribe trade caravan from the tribe of Bimaba is leaving. They left us a gift. They left us a patch leather cowboy hat and a wooden war mask. Very, very cool. Very nice of them. That was very polite of them. That's cool. So let's go here. So Slice.
Normal tornado behavior.
Slice, as soon as you're done, I want you to come over here and wear this war mask. Oh, I guess she's going to just do that now. And then what was the other thing? The cowboy hat? Who gets to wear the cowboy hat?
Crazy was to the weather.
Oh. Researching. Living floor. You know, well, we'll give Donut the cowboy hat. Yeah, we'll give Donut the cowboy hat. Slice comes down and is going to get the mask. She may not like it. I don't know. I'm not sure she's going to be okay with it. Oh, that's cool. Get down with your bad self there, Slice. Spoopy. She's like, it's a face mask so that she doesn't get all the blood in her face on her eyes. It works. Our cook deserves it. What are you guys talking about? Hamsterville communicated thoughts about nightmares with Shark. Heel root. Alright, so we have more animals that we need to choose. Nope, we're good there. The kittens are still babies. Uh-oh. Aiko's pregnant again? I think that's what's... I think that means she's pregnant again. Yeah, I've been to Flagstaff. Yep, I've been to Flagstaff. I've been to Lowell Observatory, where Pluto was discovered by Clyde Tombaugh. Lowell Observatory is up there in Flagstaff. And yes, you can go and look through the microscope, and it is a very old microscope, but it's still doing science. They're still constantly doing science. Beautiful place too. If you're gonna go, don't go really in the winter unless you are familiar, because you're going up on the mountain, literally going up on the mountain.
Is one of few places as I know of that gets no grinning, squinting face.
Every ecosystem on the planet can be found in Arizona. And fun fact, every ecosystem on the planet can be found within the region of the Grand Canyon. Most of it's on the North Rim, not the South Rim, but you can still part of that North Rim is still in Arizona. North Rim is way more exciting, per se. But the tours that you can get to from the southern portion of the rim are pretty badass too. Let's go and change the inventory because it looks like I've got some stuff that shouldn't be here. Berries, I think we'll actually, we'll unpin those.
I've never been to heaven, but I've been to Oklahoma. Oh, they tell me I was born there, but I really don't remember in Oklahoma, not Arizona.
Wood. Oh no, we only have, okay. Berries, components, herbal medicine, pemmican. Wow, they ate all the pemmican already? I haven't been on the glass, I haven't been on the walkout. Yeah, I haven't been on that. Actually, I wanted to go, but it didn't work like I hoped it would. Alright, you know what? How far are you into that? You're getting pretty good. We need to get on this one quickly because we need the winter close. It's already the 14th of April, May, or what they consider the season ends tomorrow. They're 50. Each season is 15 days. They're called quadrums. They last 15 days. So tomorrow will be the last. The 15th will be the last day. Yes, a little bit. But that's not the reason why. The reason we haven't been on that one is because I couldn't talk anybody else to go out on it with me. I was like, I'll go. I don't care. I'm not that afraid. I know there's glass holding me up. And that is on the southern rim, by the way. You can get to that from the southern rim. Okay. Is this still going? Got make veils, headdress, curve, recurve bow. Okay.
You just afraid of falling? Is that the problem, Sin?
No, I'm not afraid of falling. It's a sudden hit stop of physics at the end.
When I go through AZ, I'm
not afraid of falling at all.
There's great pie there, I hear.
I'm afraid of the sudden impact.
Mine is more my mobility changed due to foot fractures L. Known all over the
Look at
galaxy.
you. The older you get, you can't stop. I mean, you can't be afraid of falling. You're gonna fall more and more the older you get. That's all there is to it. I'm wondering if I should take him off. There's a bunch of stuff we need to have.
The older I get, the more afraid of heights I get. Young I used to
Yeah, because
install communication towers and
your balance
climb up,
goes to poop.
not anymore.
All right, I'm gonna put. Oh, not
S.
hunting.
Deceleration trauma.
This yeah. There you go. Deceleration trauma. That's the perfect way to describe that. All right, so now I put tool time over on construction, so maybe he'll stop that here in just a bit. But no, I'm not afraid of it. Yeah, falls are gonna happen. And I'm not even afraid of gravity. I'm just afraid of that sudden deceleration. Impact trauma or blunt force impact. All right. Now, we do have
Pain meds sometimes make
the remember we made the we unlocked the stone
before.
cutters table. So that's another table that we do need to have. We can put the stone cutters table here. We can go back over and grab another bench over here. The benches are not good. That's one of the things we're going to have to fix. We also need to have another light here, and then we'll use this area as a small dumping stockpile specifically for the stones themselves, for the bricks. So we're going to go in here and we're going to turn everything off. Then we're going to go to, what is it, buildings?
AZ still has forest.
AZ still has forest. We have a bunch of forests. Are you kidding me? Not most people think Arizona is all low desert. It's not. It is not. You go from Nogales, which is closer to sea level, all the way up to Fort Lowell in Flagstaff, and go on top of a mountain to an observatory, which is almost a mile or a little over a mile. There's a petrified forest. There is a petrified forest in southern Arizona. That's legit. That's 100% real. Man, am I looking under manufactured? What am I? Hold on. I'm looking for, not raw resources. Is it the blocks that I need? Maybe that's what I was supposed to be putting in there. Blocks, not the chunks. So these need to have chunks.
Even the forest is scared. It's petrified.
Okay, so that one is chunks. And then we don't need this one to be stone blocks. But it still can be jade, gold, plasteel. I don't mean plasteel, uranium. Basically anything that doesn't degrade, especially in the rain. And here, these can get rained on. It's not going to matter. They could be rained on for the next millennia, and they're still going to be a marble chunk. Maybe just a slight bit less. It takes a long time for that. But yes, the absolute petrified forest is in southern Arizona. That is 100% legitimate. All right, tool time. What are you up to? Playing Hoopstone. Oh, he's relaxing. All right. You guys are doing okay right now. Get in there. So, again, we're about 20 minutes left today. Tomorrow, we will be doing City Skylines Remastered and continuing our city of Chamois. We just hit 100,000 population last week, and we're doing really, really well, in fact, on that one. But I don't know yet if I'm going to be part of tomorrow's hangout. If I can, it'll only be for a few minutes. I'm not entirely sure just yet. And I may or may not do something special for Memorial Day. I don't know yet. I am trying to find a job, and I forgot that this weekend was Memorial Day weekend. So that's honestly my biggest focus by and large. So there's a lot of things going on, trying to get this stuff going. Somebody's going to go out and do cutting of plants. Okay, so everybody is set to cutting plants. Why won't you cut plants? Hold on. Let me slow this down.
Job first, Sin. Good.
Absolutely. I need you to go out and get these. The job is still important. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still trying to do this because now that I've got the
Subheading
AdSense
1
thing going
double
in the
dash
mail
ended up
that's
good.
coming to me, the
SGTV
AdSense pin
CPER
is coming to
dot
me. It's going to take
1.2
roughly 3 weeks or so for it to
2025.
finally get here. But
VG Cloud
um,
Job Sin.
when I get
Winter
that,
gone
then
brutal. We might
then we'll
lose a
have the
supply of
memberships, the
crops
super
or
chats, and all
harvest,
that
but
stuff. And
won't lose one of
all
the
of that stuff
suppers
in the
in winter.
meantime is me also
100%.
building up the watch time hours so that I can get to the
Ducky.
4,000 watch time hours and then just get the last, couple hundred subscribers that I need to get full monetization. You have to understand, I have almost 600 videos, streams, and things like that on the platform. So I would very much like to be able to start earning some money on all of the old stuff, but considering that like my Star Traders Frontiers, my Cyber Knights Flashpoint stuff constantly still gets views. Not very many, but there's always new players to those games, and I'm like Star Traders Frontiers. I'm one of the only people who's actually making videos on them. Cyber Knights Classic, probably the only person who released videos on that game. I swear. It's weird. So yeah, I still have those. They're still in play, and just because they're older videos doesn't and streams doesn't mean that they can't potentially make money. And I want to constantly work on that. So trust me, I was willing. I was very much ready, willing to put this channel on the back burner yet again because I know that the other stuff is more important at this moment, and it is. But in the meantime, I can't just twiddle my thumbs and constantly. I mean, I can't constantly keep doing it, but I can only do so much. I still have to give patience and add pay and lad time, and might as well focus on this, which is still going to end up being income streams for me one day or another. All right,
Other
so we have an
Apex
alert
Fox.
with a rabbit fox. Let's get where's everybody at? So now that I know that I can jump around this way, where's Donut? Donut's at home. Shark is not at home. What are you
Lone
hunting?
Fox with rabies.
All right, you're hunting that. So I'll pull you in. I don't know where the rabbit fox
Fun
is.
fact, you can donate
Hamsterville's
by using
inside
the
the
Cash App
fridge. Slice
$Lord$Sin.
is coming
Other donation
back.
options are coming soon.
She's butchering the buck
Thank
she
you
just
for your
killed. She's carrying a buck.
contributions and sub.
And then tool time's here. So the only one I really need to focus on to get in is going to be shark. Where is the fox? It's gone mad, and it's over by Slice. There's a turkey over here. Hold on. Turkey. See, the red fox doesn't have nearly as much like the. Yeah. Wait, is that a boomalope and a buck? Oh no, that's Slice carrying it back. Never mind. All right, where's this?
Don't let Slice
Where's
die,
this
Sin.
fox going? I won't. I won't. She has a wooden club. Why is she carrying the wooden club? All right, where'd the fox go? It's right there. All right, pause. All right. Digging at granite. I need you to go live. You to go live. And you to go live. I need all of you guys out here. Nope, no, no, no. You here, and you here. Get over there fast, get over there fast, get over there fast, get over there
Glad
fast.
there are no beavers with
There it
tails
is.
to swing them around. P.
All right, get him. Ah, oh, come on. They can hunt him. All right, tool time. I need you to move back here. Oh, come on. Okay. All right, that took care of that issue. Fairly non-issue. Who got hurt? So Hamsterville, how bad are you? Probably a couple of scratches. Yeah, scratches.
Anyone hurt?
Tool Time got a couple of scratches too, but nothing. They're not gonna die. They're not gonna die from it. We have Donut is our medical. Oh, I keep hearing the cats in the game. I think it's Kitty. She's not coming in here.
Fox.
So that wasn't too bad. It'll take a little bit of time to recoup, but not by much. We'll be okay. We desperately need wood, so we're going to have to do a lot of forestry here soon. Like how these rhinos are just hanging out. Colonist needs treatment. Tool Time in Hamsterville. How much do we have for medicine? We have plenty of medicine, actually. 39 medicine. Herbal medicine's still better than nothing. That's the only medicine we have at the moment, but it'll work. So Donut's actually going over there and trying to help. Donut's our only medical. So Donut's just going to try to do the best she can to help out between the two of them. And I just want to make sure that she doesn't. Yeah, she's got enough rest, got enough recreation, so she might be okay for now. She might be okay for now. She's just trying to heal everybody and make sure they're all good. I do love the fact that all of the little bandages and everything show up on your characters. I do like that.
Join the multi-discipline Sins Arcade Discord.
So I'm wondering if should we make this just strictly for. So this should only be, yeah, it just says it is foods. And then where's medicines, right? Medicine. So foods and medicine.
If you tame those rhinos and if a raider come running and they freak out when those rhinos come chasing them with their horns.
If we can tame the rhinos, that'd be even cooler. We'll take items and weapons out of here like you guys mentioned. Yeah, she basically kind of is. Although actually Slice is actually probably the mom of the group. She's 56. She's 56. Oops. And Donut is 26. Tool Time's 48. Wow. Yeah, that's right. Tool Time is the only male. That's right.
Other donation options are coming soon. Thank you for your contributions and sub.
Alright, so who has the best plants? It'd be Donut. Of course it would be Donut. Alright. Donut's gonna rest. As soon as Donut wakes up, I'm going to see if I can get her to deforest a couple more trees.
We got a teen in group.
Yeah, we have a teen. We have a teenager. Yeah, I think that's Shark. I think Shark is, yeah, female, age 15. She's 15. So she still has going to grow. Whatever she learns throughout here, like her shooting. If she gets shooting, then she'll gain even more skills once she becomes an adult. So it's kind of a benefit to actually bring a teenager with us. She's old enough to pull her weight. She's old enough to pull her own weight. Rice is ready to harvest. Strawberry, 32%. Psychoid plant, roughly 70%. Potatoes are ready to go. Why are they not harvesting these? Wait, that shouldn't be set to no so. Are any of these set up that way? Oh. Yeah, those are all set up, okay. Yeah. And these should be set too, right?
I'm excited.
Why are they not doing that?
For my garden.
Really nice. What kind of plants did you get?
Could you imagine planting and harvesting heal roots?
You can. Once your planting is good. So technically I could. So if I wanted to, for example, if I wanted to come over here, I think Donut is just, what do we put 2 between? 1, 2. I'm pretty sure that we could. Yeah, we could do heal root. So even though there's wild heal root around, and we have many of those marked, okay, good. Then once I think you have to have somebody who is level 7, plant 7 or higher, and then they're all unlocked by certain plant levels, right? Because obviously, the more experience that you have in planting, then you'll be able to plant different types of plants. So some of them would be blocked. Rice is almost one of the best to go to because it just grows fast. Potatoes are normally your second food stock after that. I went with strawberries only because I found out, number one, that strawberries are um, fairly
I'll do
fast
an
growing,
update
and they'll
video in
work.
a week or two of my
The
garden.
smoke leaf
Just
is
watching
for
and watching.
recreational and for
My
sales.
chickpeas are
Psychoid plant
going
is for
crazy.
recreational. I'm not going to do flake or yayo, which are additional drugs or substances you can create using the psychoid. We'll only use it as a tea. And then now we have the area for the heel root.
Nice sheep. Nice sheep.
I'll do an update video once in a week or two on my garden. I got 200 channel. The fig trees are going crazy. Nice. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. That is an awfully big there turkey you got. Big dang there turkey. I do. So we can't cook anything until somebody goes and cuts these trees down. All right, Donut's working on the potatoes. Technically, tool time, you shouldn't even be doing that. Hamsterville is healing. Actually, Shark, I don't want you to go hunting. I want you to harvest these trees, please.
Gotta go. Have fun, every peoples.
Hey, take care, Andre Vandal. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Guys, go check out Andre Vandal. It's hashed Bang Vandal, I think it is. And then Sheep.
Bye, Andre.
And
Vandal.
then Gumboat Willie was here
S7V.
earlier. And who else
Thanks
was
to
here? Who else did I
Andre
hear
and
that I
Vandal
forgot?
for amazing looks and
Did I
video
forget
on No
anybody?
Man's Sky and other
Excellent
games.
doesn't have a channel yet. Delta wasn't here. Oh, by the way, we need to
www.youtube.com/NNELCG.
figure out who we're going to raid.
Fun fact,
We need
I'm
to figure out who we're
funding
going to
it
raid.
now using the Cash App dollar
We're
lore
going to figure out who
boxing.
we need to raid.
All the donation
Any
options are
donations you
coming
guys
soon.
actually send, I would very much
Thank you for
appreciate.
your
You don't have
contribution.
to,
Keeps up.
but I would very, very much
Check out
appreciate
this
it.
crazy,
And I would
wonderful
love and
new
appreciate
creator.
you forever. Okay, Alter No Money went live, but I never understood. And no offense, I'm not sure we need squeakers.
Visit Gunboat Willie D
Babel
on the
Builders
Word of
live.
God.
Mikey's Gaming Oasis playing
Rimworld
Soul
Healing
Mask.
Protection.
Really? Action Pants Gaming went live? Onsetter's doing community night. We'll probably end up streaming or rating into Onsetter, only just simply because he only has 229 subs and he needs a lot of love and help. And granted, most of you guys are already part of Onsetter's group, but at least I want to provide that. So let me go here and get that link really quick so we have it, just because we're wrapping up the last bit of the stream here. But we're not done just yet, so give me just a moment longer, guys. Thank you again for your patience. Let me go ahead and put that link into the chat. That link that I just put in just now is for Onsetter's Community Night, No Man's Sky Community Night. Now, Community Night starts in the UK because No Man's Sky is actually created in the UK. Hello Games is there. Usually, Captain Steve, Ricey's Starship Emporium, or even Flowery Squirrel in South Africa begin that process, and then they push it over to us, over to the Americans, and then many of the Americans will take it over from there. What was the question you asked? Sin, have you ever hugged? You ever get hugged by a jumping cactus? Yeah, absolutely, many times. Yeah, many, many, many times. They're not fun, but they are something that happens. It happens. It's something that happens. It is an adventure. Donut is still building on that. Donut, I need you to come out here and work on these two. Just because we need so much wood. Alright. You guys go there, and let's take that off. Yes, they are. Cacti are great anyway. Cacti are beautiful. They're wonderful. Honestly, I don't think I have another hour. I don't think I do. I am hungry. I'm stupid hungry. But now they can get the fire lit back up
I
too.
don't know what a jumping cactus is. I'm surprised Sin didn't say he knew a girl that had a jumping cactus lol.
No, no, no. Jumping cacti. So a jumping cactus is much like a barrel cactus. If you've ever seen that look like petals, but they're all spines. Jumping cacti are called jumping cacti because whenever you get close enough to those
We need
spines,
to feed
the
Sin
spines
cookies
grab
because he's a
onto
cannibal.
you in as many different ways because they all
She
have
knows some cool
hooks on
ladies with
all
armored
of them.
claws lol.
Hooks everywhere on each of those spines. The spines are sharp as they are, but they have miniature microscopic hooks on them across the board. So, if jumping cactus are called that because they seem like they jump out at you and attack you, they don't actually do that, but because of how easily it is to get caught on those spines, that's where they gained the name jumping cactus. But they suck. They
Sounds horrible
hurt.
Sin.
They hurt. They hurt to no end. They hurt. Maybe I'll go back. I'm pretty sure I have an
Rimworld
old
can
picture
discipline
of a
Sin
jumping
over
cacti
Discord.
we had to save our dog from
https colon slash
couple,
slash
I don't know, about 10 years ago or something like that. Had to save one of my dogs from a jumping cactus, and I got it. I had so recent, fairly recent. I had a couple of those issues when I was younger, long when I was a kid. I still have ran into those, so yeah, it happens. It happens. All right, so that's all we needed was more trees. Come on, guys. All right, speed this up. The food production continues. Donut failed the construction of wooden spike traps. Some resources have been wasted. It's fine. We're going to gain more wood anyway.
Chop
All right, let
chop
me go
cheese.
back and get that link again
Fun
really quick.
fact, you can donate now using the Cash App $Lord of Sin. Other donation options are coming soon. Thank you for
Okay.
your contributions and sub. A YouTube channel called Brave Wilderness and he showed us how you remove a jumping could is it quite funny his reaction when he get them pulled of. Onsetter in MS Community Night. https://www.youtube.com
All right, I'm going to end this really quick here.
/NVTLYZH1.
But I would like you guys to go over using that link inside the chat. Let's go raid on Setter's stream. He already started, but we're going to use hashtag arcade raid in the chat once you get over there. Even if you're not going to stick around, please just raid. Help us with that. It's not the best raid. I still don't know how to do those raids, and I don't think I can do it from the Chromebook. Um, you can use a hair comb, but I don't recommend it because you're not always going to get part of them. It'll break off. Your skin will break part of that off, and then you're going to have to use tweezers anyway. So you have to be careful in how you do it. So I don't recommend that either. Diana the Duck, Zesty, Sergeant Belson, NT Sheep, Alien Royalty, and everybody else who is here. I love and appreciate you guys. I'll see you tomorrow for City Skylines. Let's go raid on Setter right now with hashtag arcade raid, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Have a happy and safe one. Take care.